Check. Let's go. All right, boys. So here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. If you're just coming in, let me just pull this up real quick. Make sure we're live. We are live. Won't be reading chat for these first games. Don't want to get spoiled. Enter. Pin. Genkite, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. We're going to be watching last night's games, and then at 2, we'll be watching some of tonight's games. Let's go. I will start reading chat in a bit after these two series. I have no idea how these are going, though. We know these games are really important. Omega versus RSG. I'm going to eat a little bit of food real quick. Link pick. Joan picks up the, that's spicy. I'm wondering how that's going to work against, I mean, it should work against Gato pretty well, right? It's a shredder. You also have great brilliance to get away from the Arla and the Gato. For anyone just joining,
but then again,
I have not watched these games yet. I will not be reading chat until I get through these games because I don't trust you guys.
Tariff is still open, by the way. Most likely gonna get banned out, to be honest. If I was RSG, maybe trying to ban out that Tariff. Or sorry, if I was Omega.
We will be watching some of the games tonight as well at 2. For now, we're gonna catch up on last night's games, though.
You know, if you're trying to start out, try not to do anything too active. There's Aurora ban. I guess RSG was thinking as well.
Yeah, they're also thinking the same thing, like safe type of mid laners here for Bornok. It'd be so funny if, like, in his MPL debut, dude just straight up shows up with a.
I am starving right now, boys. I'm sorry. Give me a second.
I mean, that's just me, like, wishful thinking right now. So Omega take away the Moskov, so some of the best gold lane marks on. Hey, that's the OHEB super fan.
Oh yeah.
He's a really cool dude.
He's back.
Yeah.
Wow, he's back for another one. Probably watching out for Omega, you know.
Exactly.
And RSG, whether or not they're gonna take it. I think he got engrossed in the story. You know. Yeah, I think he wants to see RSG's journey as well here. So Moskov's out, which is surprising for me.
So we know RSG really needs to win this game. It's very important for them.
They love that hero. But then again,
take a look at
leave it open, just, you know, for the possibility of.
Oh wait, I can't look at that. Nope, can't look at that. Never mind. Cannot look at that because it'll spoil. Darn it. We do. I know RSG. It's important for them to win this game.
Good ban here on the Tigreal, taking away one of the last best options for Jacknu. You pick up the Valentina third pick as RSG Philippines, and you take away the Tigreal. Now you're thinking, okay, if ever Jacknu picks up something along the lines of a Grok, we can steal the wild charge from him.
Yeah.
Although most of the time, the Valentina will probably be stealing the ultimate of the Eden. So fourth pick, I think they lean towards the jungle now. But maybe one of the reasons why RSG is not picking up the jungle yet is because they really want to see what the roam is first. So they might go safe, play gold, get either
just let you guys know, I'm not reading chat. I don't want to get spoiled. Somebody always spoils. I'm going to watch these series without reading chat. After these series, we'll jump back in. You know, feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Feel free to wait for me. I'm sorry, but I want to get a natural reaction out of these games, and yeah.
Then again, you are facing up against some pretty nasty heroes, especially that Lunox. You can get kind of derailed here, and they go for the Hayabusa early on, which is also pretty good. Just so hard to beat that hero.
Yeah, so it's the more traditional line of thinking wherein, okay, let's save our gold lane pick for last. So he has
I feel so much better now. I ate some food. We're ready to go. We're powered up. Got some carbs in me.
So officially, Bornok's first hero played in Mpl Philippines will be a Vexana.
All right.
Let's see if this Edith will go to the EXP or maybe the roam.
Oh, Mega's throwing in a sub. Throwing in Bornok.
For the pick-off type.
He takes Ukair's place, right? Ukair's place.
good control in the mid.
I can't check Wikipedia right now because I would get spoiled. And this is what I get because I'm a freaking retard.
Alice Harris or Carry.
Oh, I'm not supposed to
I'm
say that.
expecting a lot,
Anyways,
saying
I'm
that he realized,
stupid.
You know what? I can't use my passive against a Hayabusa.
What is this?
He-
Retribution Rumble.
So I don't
They're
like
putting
it.
match titles above the. Has this been? Have they been doing this?
The safest option again for RSG, just playing it really close to the
What
chest.
in the
Yeah,
freaking
they're
messed
super
up
safe.
Okay,
glitchy
the side
PNG is
plays
that?
the map and they
Who
go for
designed
an
that?
Entry type of gold laner. I mean, then again, the Claude's far
What in the Microsoft Paint am I witnessing?
does come up quicker now, but okay, I think they're just. They
I'm hot.
just
That
go for the
that ramen got me hot, boys.
Yeah. Play the map around. Don't do anything too fancy. Coach Panda, you know why he's called.
You can hear the
Panda
fan.
Man.
That's no good.
He wants to stick to as close to basic as possible, so that I guess there's less room for error.
All right, let's take a look at the
in that
drafts.
scenario, right? So everyone
I'm
knows
still not
muscle
sold on the
memory.
guitar yet, but I haven't watched a lot of the past weeks of
There you go. What?
Two purifies.
MPL.
There
So
you
let's
go.
see.
Thanks so much for
Let's
that.
see
And
how the real
for the
pros, how the
casters,
best
they
players in the
always
world use guitar, the Filipinos. Let's see how they do it. Hopefully they do better than the players in NA did because look at that freaking Franco. Ah! All right, boys. Woo! I'm hot. My headphones are making my ears hot, boys. Mr. Leo on the desk, the one, the only, joined up with our boy Ingen. I've been feeling this combo the past season, the couple games I have tuned in on. I've been feeling the Ingen Leo combo. Lots of laughs, lots of fun.
Jome has been using the
It's a
Harry
vibe.
And the Alice, he played that too.
and the Alice, but yeah, you're right. I haven't seen him use the Lunox, and up against a team hungry for that win again.
Mega on the blue
RSG has a
side.
do or die
Light keeping vision.
situation right now. It takes a lot of guts.
Aqua gonna try to rush this litho.
A hero you haven't used.
No
at all.
retry though.
That's right. And RSG, I'm wondering.
We'll
what
go over to
they're gonna do.
Endoru.
Meets up with 3 in mid.
Light low. Chaknu able to get the toss.
Gatot. That was a Gatot that almost got bursted down.
And he pops to revitalize to use that, to
Yeah,
do
but-
that, to get away with it.
So Omega got more than what they wanted.
It's
A
a
retribution
TKO.
from Light. It's a TKO.
Where I'm coming from, they call it TKO.
Yeah, you can really feel the adjustment. At the same time, you want to do this if you're Omega. You've been saying this all throughout the season that if you're a Jawhead,
Red goes for a play to mid.
Yep, you're proactive.
Starts rotating to camp about
Up front, and you're dealing the damage.
126.
This emblem set. Check it out. Tank emblem, thrill, a little bit of damage, and then.
Bro, the
a little bit
clock's
left
messed
so we
up.
can rotate quick.
It's jumping every 4 seconds. I don't like that. Or every 5 seconds it's jumping.
you know,
API is a little slow right now. A lot of damage on Endoru. Light brought down to half health as well. Arad gonna flicker in. Gets the shadow. Does get ended. They both bait out the ult.
He's not gonna go down.
That's an ult for an ult. So far, RSG showing Omega.
A little bit of damage on Ryota. Turtle does come up.
Upper quarter of the map. Ryota going
Level 4
1
to Nabor,
up
maybe
and
first.
level 4, so Nibor
Yeah.
does assist in the endeavor.
Nabor does get
They're
level
both
4.
at Level 4 now. Same for Omega, but
Watch for Chaknu though.
I'm
Watch for
liking so far
Chaknu.
how Bornok
Does get
plays.
zoned away by Light.
Gets in, it's like
Ryota also.
what's up? You know, like, he belongs.
Yeah, a little thing about a little trivia about Bornok.
Look for vision. With Endoru down at orange, this will be a turtle over to RSG.
Bornok's versatility is amazing. On Mondays, he's a jungler. On Tuesdays,
Oh!
trying to go
Look at
for
the combo
ulti.
damage.
Forced out the Purify and the Blazing Duet. Another good ejector there coming in from Shaktu. And as I was saying, when it comes to Bornok, every day's a different role for him. And it's for Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, he's a coach.
88%
Sunday, he's even a
predictions
caster.
on Omega.
So today it's
RSG.
the mid laner.
He
Trying to
even
go
played
against
his
the
game.
odds here.
All right. In the past minute, RSG walked away.
If you're just joining, I am not reading chat for some of these games from yesterday because I don't want to get spoiled. I'm sorry. But welcome. Much love. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.
I'm liking RSG's.
If you're a hater, there's no love.
Boldness.
Boldness.
I wouldn't say
But if you're here to enjoy, much love. You know what? Actually, haters get love too. Because you know what they say, right? If you ain't got haters, you ain't doing. You're doing something wrong.
I know Coach Link, Coach Panda, RSG's coaching staff. They know what's up. They know that these are the debuts of a lot of things from OMG. And RSG's not going
Arad.
to get away with it.
Yeah, plus they also have two Purify.
I don't think he got
for,
camp.
One of the most squished
Missed it.
heroes from Aqua and
He used
Coach
Retry. He actually, I
In
think he
terms
got
of
camp.
overextension, you can assure them that they can be aggressive. At the same time, Nibor again is rocking this Arlot. We've
Nibor.
seen it almost take
Nibor.
down the streak of Fnatic Onyx maybe.
Rad dashes in.
Comes
Nice
over.
damage.
Irad didn't commit the Wiggy Shadow
Back to the
kill,
shadow?
as Ryota is
No.
still safe.
That's right. RSG now up by about 300 gold.
I think
Should be enough
Primal
to
Wrath,
make-
does it,
What do you think about it?
Oh, but there's the unstoppable.
Oh, a lot of damage on the
Force.
Chaknu down.
Stacked up on Chaknu as he
RSG
falls down.
playing well right now.
What you call a
Playing clean,
confident
playing
risk.
safe,
But
playing
as
good.
a Jawhead, again, you want to be
Good.
proactive. You were looking for fights. You were looking for someone to toss over.
They're looking for that
Or
number
off
6
the
spot.
takedown. Here you go, brother.
Looking for the number
Go.
6 spot, boys.
Love.
Yeah.
But the problem is, Chaknu, sacrifice myself for you, Borno.
I'm sure he didn't have to. I'm sure he didn't. Around 4.5 minutes in, and Chaknu positioning himself like that death like 30 seconds ago didn't happen.
Yeah. Again, a while ago, it was RSG who got the first turtle.
Nabора's vision on Chaknu. Nabora shows. He dashes through with the vengeance.
Here comes the zone coming in from Chaknu. Nibor really want to casting. Oh, look at that. Ryota goes in first. With the
Ryota kind of messed that up, maybe. Chaknu down. Nice flicker wild slash on Ryota. Light whiffs with the Avatar Guardian. Brilliance out. Ryota taking a lot of damage. Ryota pops the Primal Wrath.
A double kill coming in from Aqua.
Clean, clean, clean. Kusei takes Jome.
It's all blue.
The Raiders.
It's all blue as we
They're gonna
watch
take
RSG
tower.
rise and slay, putting
No,
Omega
Guardian stops it.
into a corner. It's
Well played, well played. RSG.
It hurts. I gotta say, it hurts.
It hurts.
No, it's hurts.
It's hurt.
It's plural on both ends. It's because there's so many ways that Omega
2K gold
they
lead.
flubbed that team fight, but it took them so long to get to the position where they should have dealt damage, but RSG were already hunkered down.
Yeah.
And they were dealing damage they want. They were putting in the CC that they need. Because it started with... all right, here we go. Chaknu's looking for something again.
Okay.
Oh, Chaknu whip.
Chunkiest here from RSG as he
Not
also
gonna
picks up
happen.
a Thunder Belt. And actually, this is what...
Feels like both
Kusei
teams are a little like,
wanted. And
maybe that
for,
week off.
Chacha, who has a slight
There's been a
advantage,
couple
has a
ult
slight
whiffs,
gold lead.
ult
He can
whiffs
offset
from
this
a couple
Thunder Belt.
combo whiffs from
That
both
gives
sides.
6K gold lead for RSG. Light can just really enjoy the effect of a Thunder Belt.
Yeah, he can jump in, AOG basic attack. That's
A
fine.
stun from the Arlot
Like
too is a nice little counter to Chaknu. It's just like it's a quick little stiff arm. Nope.
It's counterproductive.
Nope.
They want
You're not
Chaknu to
running
find
up,
the pick
Holmes.
off. They want Chaknu to get in there in the thick of things. Maybe best case scenario, find Kusei, find Aqua. But what do you do from there? Because even Jome can't get the burst in that he needed. He tried to, got in really deep into the pit earlier on, that third turtle, well, rather, second turtle, but it's easier said than done. That's what RSG is working on right now. Here we go!
Oh, look at the Wii Shadow kill!
Well played. Garad gets a kill.
Mpl Ph, you just got the era treatment.
See?
That was a Wiki Shadow kill on to 4.
And there was what? A shuriken, maybe a nuke from Aqua, and then the shadow kill. Oh, whoa, whoa!
Oh man, Nabor down. Finally, Omega puts a kill on the board.
Not my brother, says Chaknu, as they also take down an XP laner.
All right, so that's one on the board for Smart Omega. All this while, Kusei was just farming up. Kusei hasn't been touched all game. And let's not even talk about Irad. It's going to be so hard for
Oh my
Omega
God.
to take down Irad. Because think about it, what's going to stop a Claude with Purify? Like, who
Aqua,
will catch him?
go, get out of there, Aqua.
Unstoppable force
No.
from Chaknu, but that's just to force out the Purify.
And then where do you go from there?
I think Ryota's
Aqua
really
knows
fast, but
now.
The problem is it's easily avoided. Ryota has to rely as much as possible with his flickers availability just to make sure to catch RSG off guard. We've seen it once during the second turtle, but the problem was they only catch Nibor. So Ryota, Chaknu has to set up when it comes to the crowd control because of this guy specifically. Irad
Oh.
once again goes in for the Owiki Shadow kill.
Oh, still picks it up.
And
Irad.
finishes the job, brings down
Ndoru
Borna.
finds Kusei, though.
Chaknu going to his brother next, forces out the
Nice
blade,
final
but
slash,
never
Chaknu down.
catches him with a final slash, a killing
RSG up, 2 for 1.
Aqua.
Off camera, you see Andoryu taking down Kusei, but at what cost? His team needed him in mid, and now Omega defends.
Nabor's on point, man. Nabor's playing well.
All this while, Irad just
He's been
going
fishing.
against a turtle.
My
I'd
guy's
say, you
been
know what, they lost
fly
the
fishing
game
with that
but RSG
with that
are
final
still
with that final
comfortable here in
slash.
this match.
Yeah, and that's
Yanking him out of the water.
for,
Yoink.
Kusei, who hasn't been,
Rad takes another orange
a
buff.
gold laner,
Rad
who
also
hasn't been
playing
touched
well.
for a very long time. Eventually, an aggressive assassin jungler will hunt for you. And in that case, that was Endoryu having the time of his life, bringing down Kosei finally. And that was a good trade still for Omega.
Yeah, I guess I asked that question. Omega
Oh.
obliged me. Chaknu looking for a target here. Not gonna be either of these three gentlemen as Kusei gets back.
Rad
on
is
board
just
here.
eating up
Gonna push that
Indoru's
tier 2 up
Indoru's
top.
jungle.
The map is not agreeing with Smart Omega, man. I'm feeling like this might be one of those games where you rely heavily on Omega timers, especially looking at the items now. That's 1,000 between Ondoryu and Irad.
Yeah, that's rough.
1,000, almost 1,000.
About 1,000
Joe,
between everybody.
you say, these are your cores. They need to get there.
Yeah, especially the Lunox.
About 1,000 gold between each member.
Possible you want to prevent the late game power spike of a Claude this early on, but looking at his own lane, he only has one inhibitor turret.
He's about to get
up
golden
top.
staff.
So clearly Kosei did a good job of just bringing down turrets. And okay, this is the fight that we're all been waiting for, but they saw, I believe, where Aqua was hiding, so they had to walk away there. And again, it's a matter of catch for both of these XP laners. Ryota versus Nibor. Who's gonna get the better setup? Is it gonna be the Arlot? Is it gonna be the Edith?
I'll tell you now, Nibor is going to have a much easier time. Because, well, number put himself in harm's way. There's no going the way out. Is the prime. I'll see what I tell you.
Oh, here comes the
Ryota takes a lot of
final
damage.
once again.
Oh! Oh!
Heroes as
Clean,
well.
clean.
Goes in with a Wiki Shadow.
And another. Oh, Chaknu has to flicker. Force out the flicker. Take down the tower. Dome in trouble. Big J. Oh, that's a lot of damage from Big. Hold on! No way, no way, no way. Oh, Lord! Well played, Nibor. Nibor.
To even out the score. Actually, RSG.
Bro, Nibor's playing so well.
More kill. That's 3-2.
I know Aqua's got all the kills on his belt right now, 3-0 and 5. But Nibor is like, he's setting up, he's peeling, he's doing a great job.
Did well to cut it in half, but dear Lord, who'd have thunk? All right, so the Omega timers reality is this much closer to actually happening. I'm putting up about a 2-inch gap between my hands.
Okay.
You guys can't see on camera, but Ingan, it's not impossible, especially if you're able to flank.
It's definitely not impossible. We just saw the possibilities.
How did he not use darkness?
I have no idea.
We were off camera, so we didn't know. So
Dome
apparently he
hurts.
still had brilliance in.
Yeah, brilliance as well. And at the same time, you mentioned this is the first time Jome used this in MPL. Okay, here comes the slash. It didn't connect.
Oh, that's a big whiff by Nibor. You started off so well. You whiffed a final slash at crucial time. Light looking for taunts. Arad able to take it, but they got to get out of there. They got to get out of there. They got to get out of there. Light low. Kusei in trouble. Able to be my way. One more hit. He's good. He's good. He's good. Clean. Clean. Clean.
No casualties, but they got the Lord.
Doru does look for this tower, though, boss side, so at least he gets something here.
He didn't even have his Purify cooldown. That was a miracle.
A miracle play, a miracle set, despite Nibor missing that initial final slash.
Yeah, that final slash miss was big.
He has the level advantage. He has the high.
But it's a team sport, right?
Able to retreat, and during that time, Kosei with a clutch BMI out, despite the ejector coming in from Chaknu.
If you're just coming in, I'm sorry. I'm not responding to chat right now.
What was that, a 2-level gap?
I'm not looking at chat. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't want to get spoiled.
Might be, yeah.
But I love you all.
Still, RSG, that wasn't the biggest of margins of error.
We
but
will be
they
staying
still
up.
played that Lord. They got
Oh!
that kill. Oh, the answer to episode
We
9.
will be staying up
Bowser, close
to
call.
watch some of the series of tonight's games. Or today's games, depending on where you live. Tomorrow's games. Who knows? We're staying up for day 2, week 8.
Or just try to get the inhibitor turret as they bring
Just gonna
down the
catch up on
top
last
lane
night's
inhibitor
games.
turret. Omega clears out the Lord, and that's a level 1 Lord fully maximized by RSG.
I'm going to tell you now, Jose. I
Hold
don't know
on,
if that
another
was the
tower
right
down.
call because it looked like Omega allowed for RSG. First it down
Gonna
the
skip
Lord
a little bit.
before it took down the turret.
I mean,
Some interesting decisions here.
they're really trying to, as much as possible, play safe because the Nibor final slash flicker is.
Oh, Nibor misses again, bro.
Might be an open
Get it
door.
together. I was hyping you up, bro.
But look at Endoryu though. Okay,
I don't
and-
Do get that tower, though.
Okay, no.
You're right. Now in hindsight, yeah, maybe they're respecting Nibor's final slash.
Yeah.
That could definitely put them in much deeper trouble than a lost inhibitor. So far, so good here. RSG maintaining the chokehold onto the barangay. About 5-6. At least they're able to get their hands on the
Barangay.
ball. I've seen teams in much worse conditions.
But okay, when it comes to the
Chaknu.
18-minute mark, that's when we
Through.
say it's Omega time.
Which is about 4 minutes from now.
4 minutes from now. But then again, RSG was able to go head-to-head against Fnatic Onyx for more than 20 minutes. Even though they lost that series, I'm pretty sure they learned a lot from that game. So we'll see, but here comes Irad.
That's true. You only really lose if you don't learn. And
Agree.
I don't know if RSG learned
Winter crown onto Kusei.
Iconic in the way that you have to beat Smart Omega. Looking at the items here.
Malik Varor coming in for a rad.
One guy Jome has picked up on his farm. He's just like 200, 300 gold behind Kusei. And I guess a majority of this 5,000 gold lead you see in mid and in the jungle, and hardly enough in the row. Like Chaknu and Light.
Bro, if
one
RSG
is
with this,
the other is struggling.
Yeah.
sad.
It's a matter of really the setups, not necessarily the damage. Because we've seen Andorio and Jome go up
That's
against
so sad.
members of RSG. But wait a minute. There's a conceal coming in. From Chaknu.
Oh, conceal down, conceal down. But they do get position.
Pushes back RSG.
Still haven't reset the Lord here as Chaknu holds it on.
Oh, Lord
It's gonna
resets.
be a matter of setups once again. In terms of damage,
Still low though. They
are
get
capable
position.
of
RSG gets
every single
opposing
temper
side
down.
river
Here
control.
comes the blitz from
Rad able to
RSG.
take it. Nice blitz.
The Lord, and it looks like
That's big. That's
Omega
big. And look at the
may get
minions
that
down the
win
boss
this one.
side.
That was a tough shuffle. I gotta say, RSG kept Omega in about. Really cannot enter RSG's effective zone.
2v2. Andorio with the Tempest of Blades. Here comes.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Oh, he didn't know a rad was there.
Andorio with the Tempest of Blades. Here comes.
Chaknu's not really helping though.
Finch poise out, and Chaknu and Andorio remain safe.
Wow, that was this close. Again, I'm putting up about a half an inch between my
this
gap.
time.
That was this close, folks. And now Omega have to defend against.
Should be able to get this tower. Easy, quick.
Defend all 3 lanes, push it in.
Just look at Nibor.
Bot,
being the
bot
front
minion
line
as well
for
coming.
Green. When they see Nibor, everyone's just scattering out. They don't want
Well
to
played,
get
well
caught by
played.
the final slash as Ryota pops his primal wrath to make sure to burst down.
Oh, Chaknu low.
Left and Irad is working on it, and now the base of Omega fully
I feel like they
exposed.
gotta try to
Nibor
end here, man.
finds
I feel like they
Ryota.
gotta try to end here. Oh, look at the fucking damage on Irad.
Counterattack coming in from Omega. Bornok with
Lie
the
down.
cast of that skill. Jome goes
Go!
down, shuts him
Big
down.
J.
That's 3 Raiders all of a sudden gone. And
For the love of
Andorio
God.
also brings down that's
What
gonna
the
be
hell?
Ryota. And now the base of Omega
Watch for Big J.
fully exposes Nibor
Bro,
manages to
how did they all get so low? Oh, look at all the damage from Indoru. Onto Irad. Down comes the Guardian. Oh, lights down.
Coming in from Omega, Bornok with a good cast of that skill. Jome goes after Aqua.
Yeah,
That's 3
RSG.
Raiders all of a sudden gone. And Andorio also brings down Irad.
RSG.
Andorio wins the anime battle.
I'm trying for you boys. I'm trying.
RSG down to
You
just
lost a
about
bunch of the
1,000
team. I'm still
ahead.
trying for you
At
boys.
16.5 minutes, Omega found the clapback.
You lost
Never made the
Nats.
punish. They're
You
taking
lost
them,
Demon Kite.
and that's their second turret all game. Their second turret all game.
Omega
I want to be a fan,
is what you need to know.
but you're not helping.
Just making sure Omega capitalizing on the potential mistakes that their opponents can do. They have minions here as Nibor.
Oh, nice final slash.
Paired up with a blazing duet coming in from Gosei.
Avatar the Guardian brings him back.
This must be the answer coming in from
There you go,
Gosei.
boys.
They're gonna bring down Ryota. Chaknu's the next target.
Indoru,
He has different
Indoru,
ability. Nibor
Indoru.
making sure to cut
Gonna lock on to Kusei.
the
Indoru.
exit route there as
No,
two
he's going back to
members
base.
will fall down for Omega. Andorio has to
Oh, Indoru.
Oh. OMG, a little
Minions
too
coming in.
bold, a little
Jome's still up. Big J still up.
caught up.
Indoru.
Here comes the delay coming in from
Oh, look at the fucking damage.
Irad finishes him off. It's just Jome and Bornok left. A defense of a lifetime is needed for the barangay.
The nightmare suffers his
All
own
right, this is fun. They better end here, bro. For the love of God.
5 seconds before
They better end,
Ryota
bro.
comes alive. Here comes the final defense.
And
RSG will take game 1.
well done. Well done, boys.
point for RSG to continue moving forward.
So,
All right.
the second
Next draft, RSG stays on the red side. Omega stays on the blue side. Omega still first pick in the Ling. Nothing changes. Nabor gets the R-Lot. Light gets the Guttot. Omega's feeling good. Pretty much drafts identical to last time so far.
Honestly.
A good
Maybe they could have rushed the Gatot just to make sure that, just to make sure it don't get stolen, because it feels like Light wants to keep taking it.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of Tigreal available for Chapel if they want to go for it, but no. Pick later. Or
Draft is the exact same right now.
Yeah, really, maybe it's just them saying, oh,
like.
Omega's like, nah, fam.
The second Philippines still gonna. I would consider banning out the Hayabusa.
They ban Hayabusa,
does
right? You gotta ban the Hayabusa here.
Crazy stuff.
First, go Claude.
Bro, they better ban the Hayabusa here.
If it's not the
Omega.
it's a just split ocean map.
Back.
Or they ban Kusei.
His Moskov, which
Yeah.
they kind of expected.
Moskov picked up.
Oh, it's a
Go for
Belleric
Belleric.
Belleric.
Okay.
You know what's funny?
Belly
I
boy.
feel like the Belleric would have worked better.
Belly boy?
Yeah.
In game number 1.
Actually, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
How many times has he been picked?
Belleric would have worked better earlier.
Okay.
You know what's funny, Rev?
Two
I feel
times
like the Belleric would have
picked.
worked better earlier.
Yeah.
3% contention rate.
You're right. Yeah.
50% win rate.
AOEs would have
Hey, man, it's a coin flip, baby.
We're gonna see the comparative.
What is the rat? A rat just goes Hayabusa again, right? But I don't know, man.
If it's not
Not a good
Assassin, they
option.
can lean Alpha Bane. But
It's
Yeah.
still high.
Still the high, it has to be. But I think they were thinking about it. It's like, is this still going to be okay for us? Might be a little bit harder.
Yeah, because earlier it was a little hard, especially if Lingo's Tempest of Blades.
It was a little hard earlier, guys.
That makes me lean a little bit more towards that. And even our draft in the index thinks the same.
Yeah, I think Omega has a pretty good
Yeah. Look at all those stats, dude. Philippines.
make.
For the barangay in a shocking turn of events.
Welcome
With
to
RSG
Mobile
and
Legends.
Again, the standings for Omega are at stake here as much as possible. You want to be closer to the upper bracket. And for
RSG match point, baby.
Or die match. Because right now, currently, Blacklist is ahead of them with 1 point.
Oh, Uker subbed in. That's the difference. They brought back Uker. They were like, nah, bro. We had enough fun with y'all, with you.
Stops. You see how very similar to game 1 this draft is? So they're going very clearly off of momentum. And as a momentum stopper, Chaknu brings out the Belleric.
Yeah, it's just Kosei with the Moskov instead of a Claude. And I do like this Louis Beller combination. We've seen this earlier during the earlier weeks of this season, wherein
Honestly, I feel like
diversion just to send out
Lunox
Chaknu onto the backline, then cast that ultimate to make sure
I'd
his crowd
outrange,
control
bro.
enough for the barangay.
You can make
The
like
poke
brute
is kinda
by
gross.
brute, and then just let the rest of Omega rain down Heavenly Fire, which is going to come mostly in the form of magic damage, which is one of the main things that's irking me about Omega's draft. Again, you'll see that our stats, the index, will tell you that the stats should favor them, but looking at RSG and the way they played in game 1, something tells me all they got to do is just follow that same path. They just have to play the same way, which could be a double-edged sword, because Omega now understand that, hey, they're playing very clearly off of Nibor. Nibor has to hit the amazing final slashes from out of nowhere. Light can jump in AOG at any point. Irad is clearly a different beast today.
Yeah, super.
So, that said, you know, his MVP performance cannot be forgotten. Let's see how the tides have changed. Game 2, second turtle, I'm pretty sure Omega won't want to be a reactive team anymore.
Yeah, Irad really woke up good on the good side of his bed right now. And also, during game number 1, he had 3 kills early on, specifically onto Bulldock.
All right.
So Irad, if you want RSG to have a slight advantage, especially
Bro, does RSG 2-0? That'd be kind of
Not a
crazy.
single turtle or lord to the barangay. Turtles already spawned.
Last time first turtle went to RSG. This time Omega's ready for it.
Okay, Chaknu's level
There's
4.
a diversion.
Comes the diversion.
Okay.
Chaknu to the backside.
Chaknu. Here comes the movement.
Looking for the ult. There it is. Boom. Stun. Taunt. And Doru able to get it. In comes the Avatar of the Guardian. Aqua able to get first blood onto. Whoa, the back and forth. Mage for Mage. Light, low. Down goes Ndoru, though. That's a dub for RSG.
Lights, taunt,
3 and a
wins
3
everything
for 1 and a
Smart
turtle.
Omega. I was staring at the fight in about 5 seconds, and I'm like, wait, why aren't they dealing the right kind of damage? Why is it just Aqua, who's at the verge of death and does eventually fall? Why is that the case? Because mainly Light did his job.
Oh! Wham!
Bursts down Aqua once again. He just literally respawned.
Damn it, Bobby.
Shy.
Aqua's having some trouble this
Shy has
game.
a big meme, by the way, on social media. It's like me walking back to mid as if nothing happened. That's what Aqua did. And they sent Joan back down as well. Kusei is in trouble.
Okay. You just mentioned Omega was really reactive
Game 1.
during game number 1 right now.
Once again, if you guys are just joining, sorry I'm not reading chat right now. We're catching up on the games, and I don't want any spoilers.
Doru still was able to steal the turtle plus get a kill onto Aqua, but the problem was the response from the Raiders. And
We
this
will be
time,
watching the
impressive
games
takeoff. This is
tonight,
where you see Omega shine.
and I
They
will be
have
reading chat when we
they
watch
have
those
a
games
huge
tonight.
advantage in
But
terms
for
of
right now, we're
map
just not
presence
reading chat.
because of Okir's Louis, because of the diversion. So this begs me the question, what happens when it comes to the second turtle? Will it be on the favor of RSG once again?
Oh, no. Best believe the second turtle is going to be about the same situation. Ukir should try and throw Chaknu into an odd angle, but here's the thing. Omega has a better way of adjusting. Omega has all of the incentive to actually switch up their approach so that what happened in the first turtle doesn't happen again. So maybe
I don't know how I
this
feel
time
about the belly boy, man.
find,
I'm not gonna
Irad
lie, guys.
sooner. Don't touch light, like don't bother with him because he's just gonna taunt y'all and then make that initiation null. There's an AOG. That should definitely help OMG though, right? Because it's an early AOG. Shouldn't
Early
be up.
AOG before turtle. That was a bad play by Light.
Plus, the beauty of this is Nibor just...
Thunderbolt gets in for Nibor.
Although he's not going to be part of this turtle clash potentially, but look at this Mega just suddenly bursting out the turtle as Chaknu zones out Light and Irad. Here is the threat. This is the
Turtle
threat
for turtle.
of the Belleric compared to the
Mega takes the lead.
Jawhead, single target. Chaknu AoE crowd control with the Wrath of Dryad. If both of these players from RSG just suddenly walked up there, Chaknu's going to cast it right away.
Wrath of Dryad.
Has all,
WOD.
of the tools to even get out of there,
WOD.
too. With their vitalizing the punch and diversion into this little corner here. I wonder if Kusei knows. Oh!
Chaknu. Okay.
Alright.
The taunt's not going to connect though. Okay.
What I tell you, right? Second turtle looked exactly the way I told you it was going to look.
It went to the favor of Omega. But a lot especially helped with Jome's burst onto Aqua. That literally gave them a slight gold lead advantage. I believe it went up to 200. It switched to
You guys
Omega's
remember
side.
when
So,
Belleric used to
big
be a
change with
monster
big
guy?
change as Ryota with the combination
Well played.
once again. That's a
Kusei down.
huge kill.
This is rough.
To Kosei's Moskov as they get a turret down.
You guys remember when Belly Boy used to be a monster guy?
That's the same question. Does
And then they did the
Kusei know?
revamp where he
Well,
like
it's not
turned
a
into an egg or
matter
some
of
shit.
but when you know they're
He's
gonna
like,
strike it, you're gonna even get the flicker out of there. So with that said, clearly Omega now
And
is
became a
trying to
humanoid?
6,000 gold ahead
Like,
at
what the
6
hell?
They could only have hoped and dreamed. Wait. All right, they could have only hoped for this to have been the situation in game one.
But there's the diversion waiting for Irad as a
Oh!
you cut the Temples of Blades.
Uh-oh. 1-1 question mark?
Fellas, I appreciate the gesture, but
1-1?
the Nightmares got this on lock.
Wow, we've been seeing a lot of anime fights between these two junglers, specifically Andorio and Irad, and finally someone died during that clash. It was always an almost kill. Both of made sure the Wigi Shadow kill wasn't there before he cast the Templars of Blades, and all the Defiant Swords connect, bringing down Irad.
Which is odd. I think that was Ira just feeling himself a little too much.
Look at Ryota and Ukar, man, just controlling this these bushes right here.
Minions to share the damage with him. So now, final turtle already spawned up. Look at this. Andorio's bothering Kusei this time, all the way down bottom.
Yeah.
Endoro's gonna be a problem.
World's gonna create a push down bottom, get the turret as much as possible, at the same time be right there on time for his purple buff and the turtle, as Omega controlling much of the... What do you call that? Wait a minute. Here comes
Of the battlefield.
Chaknu.
Checks in.
Okay. He hasn't cast yet the Wrath of Dryad, but 5 members of
Oh,
Omega
Red tried.
are here to
Oh, but he gets tossed up for. That was close.
RSG.
That was close.
Shadow for Irad out.
I forget that he's got like what
Raiders.
Amazing work here by the barangay.
10
RSG
milliseconds to be
doing
able
their
to
best
hit
this
his
time.
Oh,
shadow out.
Kusei!
Bro.
What an amazing back
It's over. It's
play.
G's.
Cuts
It's
off
G's.
the route of Kosei with
Ndoru.
the one.
And he didn't even get the flicker again.
Yeah, Chaknu didn't even use any of his battle spells.
That's how fast Omega's plan.
Moskov cannot get away from that.
Well, are now in game 2, 8 minutes in, they're about 4,000 gold ahead. And I thought, Jose, that the turtle take, the denial of the steal from Irad would have been the icing on the cake.
Oh, shit!
Here comes
No
the
fucking
diversion
way.
of the barangay, bringing every member as
Bro.
they take down Irad. Light is the next target. Ryota
Bro.
will pick him up as Aqua tries
I
to
thought
confront
for
him.
sure.
Here comes
From Irad.
So I didn't see the I didn't see the diversion. I thought for sure Ndoru was going for this tower over here when he turned around and jumped to this bush. I did not think they were gonna do a 4-man diversion play there. That is fucking
Oh,
so disgusting.
oh, here comes the
Light walks in, he just knows. He's like, oh, shit. And at this point, he knew. He fucked up. That's disgusting.
We've seen Omega send out Chaknu, but this time, the whole barangay who was present for that clash.
Call it an Omega bomb. They go into that bush all in. 100 to 10% was about a minute ago.
Yeah.
In the world. They have all 30 seconds to come on right now if it's all Ukir. I think it's all
Worked on this 5. Big factor was Ukir, specifically his hero. Because those diversion plays, we've seen 2 good diversion plays from Ukir.
him and Chaknu's hero.
Yeah.
It begs to be said that the Mamba is good on the jawhead, but he's great on the Belleric.
Or even Ryota, we have to commend Ryota because game 1, not a good game at all for Ryota. But game 2, his first flicker, Earth Shatter combination connected onto Kosei. So this time he's feeling himself, really confident, making sure to get those crowd control. And the
Lord
best
coming.
Easy, more likely, and more often than not, minutes in. 0-2-0. The Kamai
Position from Endoru. Walks into Irad, takes a little bit of damage.
Almost
Aqua Dash is
100%
back.
Whenever somebody's sent over to take him down, he just takes it.
Lord
All
still
the
slow
lanes coming
pushing.
in Now, Smart Omega, almost 10K ahead. What? How did we get here? Almost 10K.
Yeah, this is bad.
the map, all inhibitor, just inhibitor turrets left for RSG.
Last game had
Let's
some
go
close
to the
moments.
dominance of the
RSG,
jungle
though,
for Omega specifically.
they are way behind right
The
now.
problem for RSG is Nibber played a good
Last time
game
RSG was winning,
this
but it
game,
never
even
felt
if
like
it's next with the final
they were
clash,
snowballing, really, or
if
just
Jack
had the game
wants to
completely in their
attack,
hands. Omega right now feels like they have the game in their hands. But Endoru, Tempest of Blades, Arad has to force back. Big Ruby DD able to pick up Kusei. Jome does go down. Aqua goes down 2. 2 for 1. Light comes in with the AOG. Might be no minions, no minions. Nibor there as well. Who care? On the chase. Nice vengeance from Nibor. 8 seconds for Kusei. They do have some minions to the last. Nibor does have a final slash. Fucking use that thing, bro. Use that final slash, bro. Irad down. No. Bro, why didn't Nibor? Oh, he's still up, still up, still up. No, not yet, bro.
The Raiders
Light still
say
up.
not
Light back,
just
light back.
yet. As Smart
22
Raiders
seconds
taking
on
down-
Arad.
taking down the final turret up top. It's just a
Kusei
bare
clear
basic
minions.
RSG.
Okay, Jomes not yet in the picture as Ryota pops his primal round.
Chaknu trying to zone him away. Pops the Wrath of the Dryad.
It's gonna be a 4-on-4, but Barangay is really low here.
Good
Nibor,
defense.
Whoa!
will he go for the catch? AOG coming in.
Oh, God.
Sends out the Omega home, but here's a diversion play to walk away.
Abort,
Okay.
abort.
Abort mission.
Not just yet. Smart
They take
Omega.
everything, though, bro. RSG hasn't taken down a single tower. 10.3K gold lead.
Down all the inhibitors and not get
Malefic,
punished.
last item about to get locked in for Endoru.
But look
Our
at
boy
the
Irad's
situation
got
right now.
2 items right now.
The gold.
Bro, he's got
More than 2,000 gold.
2 items right now.
Big J.
He's still waiting on bod, bro.
Not from the MPL.
And Endoru's about to max out, and Irad's got 2 items. He just locked in his 3rd item.
For
the love of God, show mercy.
Philippines.
Have mercy.
Kusei, again, still 100%, right? Like, whenever Omega sent somebody to take him down, this time it was Big J, there's nothing he can do. Would you, whoa. No, not gonna press it. Would you agree that maybe it should have been a Purify?
It should have been Purify. I mean,
For Kusei, it might have should have been a Purify, honestly. Might have should have been. Coulda, woulda. I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing when this game started. I was like, after Endoru took out Kusei once, I was like, maybe Kusei should have got Purify?
to actually resort to the Purify instead of the flick.
Why are you talking so soft right now?
Why? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Alright.
Because the game's so
Are
intense.
people online wanting us to just talk like casters and not shoutcasters?
Man, we have to shout because this game is amazing, especially if RSG
Lord
manages
coming.
to pull off a huge defense. Again, it's not impossible because Nibor, 1 catch could secure the job for RSG, but again, the question remains, if you catch Chaknu, will that actually benefit you or benefit Omega?
And here's the thing, Chaknu doesn't mind getting caught out. He's not
Oh.
even died once.
Oh, the
and now he's gonna get
diversion.
sent back over again.
Again, delivery for Omega. Chaknu.
Big play? No, that's it. I don't think there's anything they could do. Yeah, they're locked on. They're locked on. Game 3.
We are going to a Friday game number 3.
And do it
RSG still take red side, huh?
with style.
He'll take red side.
That's a Gatot first.
This time Omega takes a Gatot.
Now that's a
Now we
swerve.
switch it up. Now we switch it up.
Exactly what I said. You know
Yeah.
what?
That's a big swerve on game 3.
If you really want to get the Gatot,
Yeah.
this is how you do it. And they do it. Oh my goodness, Omega.
Oh, great call by Omega.
You're making me laugh, man.
Yeah, now it forces RSG Philippines into a more uncomfortable scenario where they're like, wait, this isn't part of the script.
This is
They
we were
take the
gonna
Ling.
get Gatot, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's
They
what
take the
were
Ling?
thinking.
I think
Ling
it's
Arlot,
also
Ling Arlot.
by Omega saying like, give it at whatever, we're okay.
It's funny because you see Light, he's like, he's clutching his head, like, really?
Yeah.
He feels like he's pressured by this.
Go ahead and take it. I mean, he still has a lot of options later on. They
Yes,
can still go for the
exactly.
Arlot and then maybe the Tigreal as one of their picks later. So they do go Arlot Moskov. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a Tigreal third pick.
I don't really like that pick. I don't like that.
They already got
Omega just
gold.
picks up Ling
For
again,
Omega
bro. What are
now,
y'all
they can
doing?
Go ahead and pick up the Lunox again.
Ling
or
Valentina?
They, I mean, yeah, they can go Lunox Ling.
Or Ling Edith.
Yeah, I agree.
Lunox Ling or Lunox Haya.
Ling Edith, Ling Valentina.
Since it seems like Joe is comfortable going up against it. Yeah.
Or Ling Lunox, Ling Lunox, Ling Lunox.
That's these are the picks that you get if you're
But why didn't ours...
confident,
Yeah.
right with your laning and your I guess your muscle memory from the previous game. There's a
Julian.
has been consistently getting banned out. I know why you sigh there. What do you think about that?
I mean,
Is that less than optimal?
I'd rather that they prioritize
I don't know, man.
I do understand why they wanted to go for the Julian.
I feel like RSG's draft is like... We just saw how bad the Moskov did against the Ling, and they second pick it. The Claude was better. If they're going to focus on a marksman, why not just pick up the Claude?
So
If you're going to pick marksman first... I don't know, they...
But Julian's an early game hero type of guy.
That's right.
It'll just now fall to Omega to not give a really good roamer for Light. And I like how RG Philippines is respecting Ukir here. Now let's see if they'll go for the double respect. If they can go for a low E Faramis or a low E
ban?
Lilia ban, that might be a possibility here. But we also don't see Aqua's hero. And Valentina and Faramis are two strong options for him, which RG Philippines might consider.
Bro, get rid of this
Funny,
damn
right?
chalk new
The Faramis
graphic. I want to see the bans.
and the Valentina right now.
Valentina ban?
And I think
Will you
if
ban?
you are RSG, I would not be surprised if you just focus on Nokir.
Yes.
Span out his very wide pool and very effective matchups.
I think in this scenario, they might be more willing to give a Vexana to Ukir or the Aurora. I would not give the Faramis to Omega.
Yeah, for sure.
RG might lean into picking that fourth, but the thing is they're already up against a Gacha. There's heroes that can
Edith
mess up
Band's
what
decent.
Faramis and his team want to do, so that might not even be an option, and they might lean more towards a more traditional mid laners.
So cool to see Omega fans just so happy, and on the other side, it's like everyone's
OSX
praying for RSG.
out there.
Yeah.
They do need the win. They need the dub.
Again,
They need the
for their
dub,
playoff,
boys.
Yeah, if they don't win the series, they 100% need
The
to
draft
win.
got a little
They're
wacky there,
finally
bro.
Against Aurora later this.
Winning this puts them in a good spot, though.
Tomorrow.
That's why tomorrow we're gonna find out so much. Tomorrow is gonna be the lock-in period,
Yeah.
and then afterwards we're gonna see tiebreakers need to happen. So again, that is a discussion for another moment. And we do see a Jawhead get banned out. Not the one I was thinking about.
Okay, they're more willing to ban out the pick off aggro style, and I think they're really just respecting how Light can be so annoying with that hero. That is the most picked roamer for RSG Philippines.
Over like a Lilia pick. I don't freaking know, bro.
Huge focus on Light, and you can see why he's getting pressured a lot. So he
Unless
does
they end up
get-
going like Julian mid or
He
something.
seems to falter quite a bit.
So is it Faramis?
Or you go for like the Vex. Fair miss up.
So I think it's going to be a
Okay.
Faramis Tigreal later for RSG Philippines.
Big deny pick as well. Love that.
This mid has to be an Aurora or a Vexana.
Yeah, Aurora
Oh wait,
Vex.
no, they have the Gacha Lilia combo already locked in. They can go for that.
Lilia's a possibility.
But the EXP lane for
Plenty of
Lilia
options really in mid.
missing.
That's right.
If you guys are just coming in and wondering why I'm not responding to any of your chat messages, and you didn't see the pinned message that I put in all caps so that you could definitely see it, but for some reason you still didn't see it, it's totally cool, I guess. Whatever, you're just not paying that much attention. That's fine. I'm not talking to chat right now because I don't want to get spoiled.
Go out out of it, then
And I
you
apologize,
don't have
but
anything
we'll be
else to
talking to
fight.
chat later. I just want to watch last night's games without you guys ruining it for me, because, you know,
There's a little
that's the life some of you choose to live.
Trisla, export.
Grok!
Oh,
Grok
wait,
EXP?
what's this?
Or Gata
Grok
EXP?
XP. All the Groks we've seen so far in double tank lineups that are
Grok
like this
EXP,
are-
most likely, right?
Interesting. All right. I wouldn't put it past Chakno to pick up the Grok though for this one.
Oh, of course, yeah, that's a possibility still.
And now RSG. You got thrown a pretty big curve.
RSG,
Don't
bro.
really expected that.
Just don't pick the Ruby. The Ruby is gonna struggle hard here. Just pick the Tigreal. But the problem is, what you're gonna catch, it's like you're just gonna be waiting for the link to go down.
Everyone's slippy.
Yeah, everyone's slippery.
Kaja? It's too soft.
Too soft. No, I'd rather go for something really tanky. Huh?
Arlot Rome.
It's
Arlot.
a Rome Arlot. It's a Rome Arlot. No, it's
what?
Rome. Oh,
Khalid,
Are you
okay.
sure?
I was
Rome
thinking
Khalid?
about this, but in my own personal
Oh, God, RSG, what are you doing?
it's not
As a Rome.
You're
as
making me
well.
It's
nervous.
quite hard.
It's so squishy. I tried it as well before, like way before, like not right now.
It's annoying, 100%.
And there's so much, there's taunts, crowd control.
Thunderbelt Rush, for sure that's Concussive Blast.
Because of
We have an conceptually, I don't know.
We're also just as flummoxed as y'all gentlemen, seeing a Khalid Rome in the hands of RSG as they fight for tournament life to make it in the playoffs. Game 3.
Come on, RSG.
The final game in this best of 3 between the Raiders and the Barangay.
Get yourself in those playoffs,
Bringing
boys.
the action. You know I've been
Get yourself to those
champion, right?
playoffs.
You?
A lot of people have been telling me, hey, Leo, try it in Rome, try it in Rome. Little did I know we would see it Friday night.
Man, if anyone can pull this
It's already
off,
half
it's
health.
Dylan. It's gonna be Light. Light has been a huge veteran here in our league.
I feel like Khalid Rome is meant to
The
freaking
capabilities of a Khalid in terms of the early game, especially the first 5
invade,
minutes.
bro.
You can
Oh
see
my God,
that
Aqua's
some
by
more
himself.
aggressive kind of playstyle coming in from RSG, and that's what they actually did when they won game 1.
I wish our esteemed
Plus the Blast Khalid is pretty vicious.
Down, but as the match continues,
Like
maybe we can
Grok,
try
kind
to,
of, clearing those waves. It might
figure out
even,
exactly why
honestly,
Light picked
I don't
up
know.
Khalid or why
It's a good
RSG,
test.
of course, through the guidance of their
does
coach as
Concussive
well,
Blast
said
Khalid clear
yesterday,
way faster, or
look at the-
does
look at the
Concussive
template, right?
Blast
Instead of
Grok?
Thrill, he picks up the extra health.
Yeah.
Extra health, Wilderness Blessing, and then Concussive Blast. So, sure, maybe you do rush a Thunderbelt, but something tells me maybe they build them a little chunkier. Maybe they focus more on just defense.
Maybe that's where Aqua comes in. I mean, you have a very mobile, very versatile roamer with this Khalid, but paired up with the Netherrealm, he's gonna get chunkier.
He's going to be so great for helping those
So
off
it
lanes.
might be a good
because his
strategy
movement's
for
just so
RSG,
quick.
but again, here comes
Kuse, bro.
Kosei is the target.
Why did we
Might fall
pick?
down 'cause
Why
35
did we pick
members are
Moskov?
there to bring down Kosei.
All right, just a little bit of continuity, right? In game 2, we said, hey, maybe Kusei should have rocked the Purify. Here he did, he still died.
He still died. I mean, that
Still
was
died,
three.
bro.
Sure.
That was 3. And against the Ling, you're pure.
They better at least get Turtle here.
Gonna do very little.
Yeah, it's not gonna do as much as possible.
Oh, look at this. Look, wow.
Okay.
Already, the turtle down to a 5th.
Oh, but there are 4 members of.
No, oh, God.
Right after killing.
Oh,
Kosei,
God.
secure
What's
the
happening?
first Turtle.
Where was Light at, bro? Why are you up there, Light?
Gold lead. Wow.
Light, what are you doing up there, bro?
What happened in game 1? Forget about
You're
it.
hanging out up at the
I'm a different beast.
And the best part is Light just.
up at the gold lane during Turtle, bro.
Now, so you know RSG.
What are you
is
doing?
behind. And the question is,
RSG?
are we sticking to the curly nightmare moniker?
I like it. It works. You translate it, it works even better.
Okay.
I'm here for it. All right, so with that said, Smart Omega now, I personally think what they're doing here is the right thing. They're
Yeah.
not caring about Light. They're not caring about Khalid. One of the reasons why I think the Khalid got greenlit by RSG is because, look, for them to stop the quick sand guard, they have to commit 3 things.
Yeah,
Chaknu, the Ulta Nandoryu, and Ryota.
yeah,
Save for that, he can just quick sand guard free.
yeah, easily.
Willy-nilly.
Yeah, and the beautiful part for Omega is they're really trying to avoid where Light is. That's why. they're
Oh
so
my
patient.
God, Kusa, why did we pick this hero, bro?
Seems like it's a replay of what happened during the first minute. But here comes Light though. Okay, we've been seeing most of the rotations coming into
Ay, ay,
the
ay.
last few days, but this time
Ay, 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 ay.
we can't go towards the light.
And it's not even just towards the light, it's bear down on Kusei. Take away that late game insurance, take away the mojo of your opponent's goal. Oh, and they're doing exactly that. They're just walking away from the Khalid.
Again, avoiding wherever initiations might come from RSG. Here comes the pull coming in from Aqua. Is not going to commit it though. And the best part is, if ever this reaches the late game, if RSG manages to extend the game, they're going to have a hard time trying to burst down the crystal because Ukir has the Lilia.
They can defend all day, not just the.
Oh!
No, the flicker!
Fudge.
Ryota.
Oh, fudge.
Combination paired up with the AOG coming in from Shaknu. Here comes
They're
the
so
defense.
smoked,
Here
bro.
comes
RSG.
Spear of Destruction will connect. Four members of RSG trying to go for Shaknu here as he tries to walk away.
Boys.
Nibor with the stun. Raging Sandstorm going to be
Oh,
committed.
God. It
As well,
looks so bad.
Adore you with the Templars of Blades going right after the back line. Nibor is still alive.
Ay, ay,
But
ay.
is his offense going to be enough, though, as Ryota brings him down? That was an ambush from the
Ay, ay, ay.
Answers right back.
4-0,
It
2K
seems
gold
like
lead.
it's Omega
5
who's
minutes in.
playing with the nether realm. It's Omega who's rocking the quick stand guard. Not a single one of them fell in that exchange. Not a single one bit the dust after that prolonged team fight.
That's
And
gross.
now 5 minutes in, they get all the kills. They get the first turret. They get the first turtle. And they're calling all the shots. Let me tell you now, in my experience playing the Khalid in XP, in XP,
Why did they pick
it's
that
kind of
Moskov up the
counterproductive
second pick, bro?
for the opponents to run away from you. You kind of feel like, hey, guys, why don't you want to play with me?
Yeah.
I can only imagine the frustration in Light now, thinking, I'm fast, but I'm not fast enough to chase everyone.
Even as the Wilderness Blessing, so he's trying to really catch someone. But Omega doesn't want to play.
Exactly. This is a stroke of genius. Again, Omega understands. Omega knows that this is how the Khalid works. And by denying him one of his main strengths, now RG's like, so what do we do now?
Yeah. I mean, they're avoiding trying to gank up on RSG, but here comes the gank onto Aqua, led by Chaknu and Ukir.
It's anywhere but where Light is. And now Light has been left playing the pacifier. It's an old Vin Diesel movie, if you don't remember.
Yeah.
Just babysitting Kusei because Kusei's already died twice.
When you're feeling low, like what Kosei is feeling now, you literally went to the bottom lane
That's a
instead.
deep cut. That's a deep cut. You watch that movie. You watch that movie.
Because Omega, okay, I thought that was a diversion, it was a recall.
You're remembering game 2.
Yo!
Oh!
Ryota remembers how to use the
Bang.
wild charge flicker combo.
Bro.
Stay with the AOG.
Bro.
Kosei's gonna fall down. Here comes Devor Do.
Oh.
Final
Shaknu.
Aqua uses the nether realm up against
Shaknu's
members of
boss boy.
Omega. They're in between two
He's a boss boy.
turrets, but Omega doesn't care as Endoryu steals away the purple buff.
Grand Theft Purple, highway robbery, straight in the face of Erad, and now he sandwiched me 3!
Okay, here goes the Tempest of Blades for the catch.
Oh,
Erad.
Lord, it's
Gonna go
over,
down.
bro.
Here goes Spear of Destruction.
Bro,
Endoryu
Omega's
goes
so
down.
good. So, like,
Tries to go
all right,
right
when we
after
saw
it.
Light on the Gatot,
Just
he didn't
like
really
that,
land
Omega now
that many
has 1.4K gold lead.
AODs, right? But Omega's so good at, like,
A minute ago, I was
having
about to say,
Endoru or someone
RSG,
push a
they're
player,
fine. It's more of
like
a
pushing
defensive
Kusei
gap,
back,
less of a gold gap,
where he only
more
has
of a
one way to
defensive
go,
Omega and their
then
aggression.
Chaknu
But
hits
now, at 5,000
the
overhead,
AOD on the
7
backside,
minutes in,
and they sandwich players
there is a
so
large
well,
gap,
man.
light years between them now, between
So well.
the kit that Omega has, their items, and as well RSG's economy.
Yeah.
The fact that Kusei died 3 times and there's not a single kill, not a single objective, not a single turret that RSG have to their name means Omega are, whoa, wait. This is just for the wave, all right.
Okay.
See, they're even committing ults now just to make sure that the map doesn't further go blue.
Yeah, they're really rushing things as much as possible. They want the lead of Omega to dwindle down before the First Lord comes in. They want to be able to contest. And still props to Erad. Just a level, just 2-level gap between the two junglers. Now make it 1. So as much as possible, RSG are
Oh.
able.
Holy shit, it's 1:30 already?
In,
Another one. And
in.
right before the First Lord, this is a huge win for
Oh.
Omega as he tried to burst down Ukir, but just one
What?
black shoes. All of a sudden, look at the life of Ukir. They burst down in Nibor. Who's gonna get the kill? It's gonna go on to Endoryu. Light charges with a quick sand guard here. It looks like Omega gonna have an uncontested Lord.
Clean.
Yeah, free Lord for Omega.
By the
Wild charge.
black shoes.
Really?
Most other Lilias, most other mid laners at this point in the game would have gotten bursted down by 4 opponents.
Yeah. Has his own, literally.
He's got a Nagimat from where I come from.
Akimat.
I don't even know
The
like
Filipino
what they could do.
Oh, that's
I guess like it's some huge crazy ult, but
Keeps him alive. And now
big
Omega's
con.
gonna-
Oh God,
Royota!
The layering of skills from this team is just too amazing. I mean, that's
Bro.
connecting. And a double kill, a 2-kill, a takedown for Omegas. They try to work on Irad. They still have the Lord up top. And did you see how the AOG was just casted to perfection?
Ryota
All
chalk
momentum,
new, bro.
Ryota's wild charge
No,
flicker.
I didn't see it.
Why?
It happened too fast.
It's too fast.
I didn't see. I saw the aftermath, but no one saw the setup. To be a fly on the wall of that room where it happened, where they made the call together, synchronized. They're like Jaeger pilots from Pacific Rim. They're drift compatible. They're in each other's heads.
they're drift compatible, bro.
Dori goes in.
Oh,
Sudden Kosei goes
that's it.
down.
GG's, bro.
Wasn't enough time even for the NetherRealm to save Kosei here as Aqua tries to walk away.
They're in too deep.
Jom all too deep. Sandwich got taken down by Aqua.
Finally,
That's
RSG gets kill on the
very
board.
First kill of RSG as
He's dead.
Ryota accepts his fate just now in a double kill coming in from Aqua.
There were turrets and Omega. You know, them. I wouldn't blame him, but still, RSG punishes Omega hard.
Oh,
Take it down, Ryota. Take it down, Big J. I think this is a clear sign for the
a moment when,
during that dive.
yeah, when Jom and Ryota got stuck there in the base of RSG. I'm wondering what Chakna was saying
I
that
think
time.
I would be more interested in the call.
I can't believe it's already
of them
1:30.
just standing there. Not how
Thought I
deep
had
they
so
went
much
in.
more
I feel like
time.
That was just unintelligible screaming.
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it.
This is it. But again, Omega can afford to have those mistakes. 10K gold lead of
Oh, for
Omega
sure.
just suddenly became 6K, so they really
Turtle
can't
up in
afford
14,
to
13,
make those
12.
mistakes,
Exactly.
especially the Lord, the second Lord, will now respawn in
yeah.
10 seconds, and they weren't able to take down an inhibitor on RSG's side.
Yep, almost snapped in half. So Smart Omega now doing the smart thing, working back on the waves, making sure that they're all pushed up on their half, but not too far up, so that there's less. And this is the second. It's a baby.
I like to go
Made it the earliest.
as much as possible, won't really go for the turtle anymore.
Allowed for them to make that kind of decision and amplified even more the returns that they got, which they threw out in that single sequence. As they
Here we
went
go,
to
here we
defense.
go.
But now, Smart Omega is still far ahead. Again, 8,000 gold here. Ryota picked up the blade, man. He
Oh,
picked
no.
up the blade of Heptases. I think even Nibor will have to think twice.
You know, one wild charge power of nature combination for Ryota can burst down the squishy heroes of RSG as they burst down inhibitor up top. Gonna be a huge defense for RSG again. Their playoff line life is on the line here, as much as possible. They want to get a win onto Omega. And now, okay, this is the problem again for RSG. Who do you catch at this point? Because we've seen Okir got caught up by ultimates, just Black Shoes, he's fine.
Yeah.
How about Joe with the Order and Brilliance?
I think it's the same amount of layers you guys go through.
Oh.
Speaking of layers,
Shock 2
Okir
misses, that's good.
here for Omega.
Good for
Again,
RSG.
for their turret
If
to
I'm
come
real.
in.
Oh my God! Look at the fucking damage!
Back onto Aqua. Aqua's a passive though, so he's now spawned. Tempest of
Irad!
Flame, and Doryu chases after Irad and brings him down, but gets caught.
And Doryu down.
Kosei finally gets a shutdown, working onto Chaknu.
Light.
To revitalize. Spear of Destruction is gonna
Oh
connect. The
God!
Chaknu coming in as they bring down Light. It's gonna be a 3-on-2. They have minions onto the
Bruh.
bottom lane. Will Omega finally get a win onto RSG?
Whoa.
Look at the burst from
Oh!
Manages
Big
to
J.
find one and bring him down. It's just Kosei left with the Winter Crown coming in from Chaknu.
Chaknu down.
The world.
They don't have minions though.
And
The board
he
back up.
sends Successfully, Smart Omega sent out of RSG
Okay.
space.
Okay, boys.
RSG still alive.
Still alive.
Clutch spawn from
Still
Aqua
hanging.
with his passive. Even though Jome was able to bring him down 3 seconds in.
They're still hanging on the block now.
Alive once again.
Still hanging on the block now.
For the Raiders, and now
Buzzing on
they
the
are
rock
able to
now.
extend the game.
Jose with the sheer amount of
Every
missions
day
and
when the
bodies
thing
walking
don't
in
stop,
RSG
when I make it
space,
to the top
definitely
now.
not only stacking up
Cause
on
I'm a
his passive
rider.
faster,
Yeah.
You can say RSG need to defend.
RSG needs
He's got
to
the
defend.
passive. That's it. See, I told you.
Nice.
So with that said,
Good.
RSG
Good heads up play, Leo.
can play. Never. Don't try me. So RSG can. Here's my guess. Maybe they don't contest. Maybe they try to turn after the Lord take, but they shouldn't be deep into the pit. Not like this.
I agree. I think they need to utilize the Kosei split push here, but again, the threat of Andoryu. is just too much. You know, Andorio's gonna literally try to look for Kosei. His priority isn't the Lord, it's really Kosei. So what do you do if you're a Moskov? Will you split push or will you join the fight? Will RSG just try to contest for this third Lord?
Well, they're trying. They're showing themselves. Kusei defending in mid. Lord now down to a fourth of its health, a fifth, a 10th, and that's it.
That's
Okay,
it.
just like
I don't.
that.
I mean, what do they even do at this
Lord
point,
is-
bro?
They
Oh!
want to continue the fight. I think they're not going to wait for the Lord
Lights
anymore. The
down.
Lord is
37
breaking down the
seconds.
And just 2 seconds off his flicker too. I don't
What do
know
they
if
even do here, bro?
20 seconds, 25.
In 25, they have minions here into the middle lane. Inhibitor might go down here for RSG. Chakna just charging the taunt here as Ryota has the wall. They don't have minions. RSG are able to clear that.
That's a slow pushing Lord up top. Again, the only inhibitor left for RSG is that mid lane. And RSG, they have a hard decision. Again, the aforementioned split push dilemma. Do we send Kusei off to where maybe, whoa,
Okay.
flicker,
Oh no!
Nibor!
That was the catch RSG really wanted. Now it's a goal signal coming in.
Oh my God, bro.
Tempest of Blades, Netherrealm even unbothered for Omega as they try to work on the remaining members
The
of
boar with the
Raiders.
game
And it looks
losing
like a
ult
triple
too,
kill
bro.
coming in from Jome. And
That's rough.
Omega
All right, guys.
will bring down the Raiders.
A turn of events none of us expected. Bornock's debut, a reverse sweep, and RSG hold.
We still got 21 minutes. RSG lost their series. We can at least maybe skip through these games. We could rush through them.
Kirk as well. Well,
Looks like it's only 2 series.
There's Dome. So, Faramis.
So going into the second phase now, Fnatic Onyx Philippines are taking away this everything.
And most really up, the Fanny can't do anything. Then again, we're already thinking about the goal laner here for FNOP. Most likely, we've seen Beatrix
The lead ban?
go ham with Keller go ham with Beatrix.
Yep, he's had a great Matrix series recently.
Don't want to give Super Marco that Moskov.
Again, they can play the map.
Let's say what we're gonna see is right.
Flawed pick.
Now here we go. We're
Because we're running low on time, we're gonna brush through this game a bit more. It looks like it's only 2 series, so my guess is FNOB might have 2-0, but maybe FCAP 2-0'd, honestly. Who knows?
You're Bane. But I like this matchup once again. The Fanny of King Kong going up against Kyle.
Any pick.
Blink, the one above all versus, what do we call Kyle? King Kong?
Link Kong.
No, Sky King Kong.
Hey. Are we allowed to say that?
Sky King. It came from Renmar though.
I mean, his Instagram is intact, so check out the emblem set that's being deployed by both of these squads. Again, it's not like Fnatic Onyx locked FCAP out of a good hero. It's just from Blue.
We got the high-low CXP.
Coach, why not? Coach Hayes?
Yeah.
They were in control.
Brusco on the Cho.
Oh!
Oh,
Brusco
that's
goes
it.
in with the triple man knockup and King Kong's answers.
King Kong looking for it, able to find it.
Go right after Few as he brings him down and Cyric picks up the kill.
See, I told you. Favorite as I have growing up. Anyways, if FCAP bad choice.
We'll pick for Few around moments, but wait a minute. Is King Kong really initial setup coming in from Brusco or Kirk? If ever, pathway coming in for Flap TZ.
Oh.
Nice damage on a Kelra.
To make sure that Kyle TZ
Response.
after Kelra.
God.
I honestly feel like Turtle for Kelra, not a bad trade.
Times we've seen Kelra use
Not a
the
bad
wall
trade.
this season.
Turtle for Kelra, not a bad trade.
The gold standard got stood up. 2v1 all it took. Again, shades of what happened to Kusei in the final 2 games of that last bout we saw earlier today.
Again, if you guys are just joining, once we start watching the series tonight, like the actual tonight's games, I'll be reading chat. I just don't want to get spoiled for last night's games.
Trade for that, it was a free turtle for Fnatic Onyx.
Yeah, I think that Fnatic Onyx really got what they wanted. Wanting to go for those turtle takes, because again, when it comes to their graphics a while ago, the comparison between these 2 teams in terms of objective controls, Fnatic has the edge. So Falcons AP Brain really want to, as much as possible, get neutral objectives. This is a Harriet that could dominate the early game.
Jose, you know what else they have the edge on? Fnatic Onyx have the crowd on their backs. Very rarely do you see the kings of the world, the titans of MLBB, being behind on stats like that.
Yeah.
What is that, 65 to 35 around theirs?
Yeah, it's a something. It's a new view, but
Oh!
King Kong forcing out the Temples and Blades from Kyle TZ. But to be fair, it's Fnatic towards Falcons AP Bren.
You know what? That was true earlier, but now looking at the ground, I can't tell you who's. Oh, wait. There's a kick.
Okay, here comes
Force
the
out
down.
the
Marco.
Purify, and
Lops Puri.
just Marco standing his ground. Oh, wait. There's a kick.
Okay, here comes
Force
the
out the Purify. It's a full packed Green Sun Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not here,
Brusco harassing
let me tell
still.
you, you're missing out. So get your playoffs tickets now. It's the crowd's quiet.
I need to
Damage
say,
on Ogwin. 12 seconds till Turtle.
0% chance that they maybe open up a few seats, but I'm telling you now, man. It's sacred. This hall feels sacred, man.
Yeah.
People are just with bated breath just watching. Some of them are their jaws are agape. You know what I mean? Just,
They really want to absorb whatever's happening right now.
Oh!
Look at the fast-paced
Nice
play
kick, nice
coming
kick.
from Brusco. And
Oh,
Fury
but look, wait a second.
Prince Asher's right back with the Frigid Glacier as Kyle TZ with the 4 blades onto Kirk. But Kirk is tanky.
Ogwin goes down.
Picks up a kill onto Ogwin, onto the top lane. But they're not even done after a few. Another knock-up.
Oh.
And Brusco was the one who got the kill.
Brusco.
man, Fnatic.
Brusco.
They just don't. All right, let's move on. You know, Turtle so well, and how their opponents will respond. If anything, the more amazing thing is the fact that Few just stayed there. Few tried to fight it off, but Fnatic Onyx didn't budge, and now they got all those kills and the second turtle of the game.
Man, we've been highlighting Kelra, King Kong, the KK connection, even Kirk. But I have to admit, I'm leaning towards Brusco this time because he's literally the engine for Fnatic Onyx. But in this case, it's going to be Super Friends to bring down Bulletproof.
When you have a lineup stacked like this, you just leave him alone. Like, you can say, all right, I'm going to do this. Kelra, you know what to do. And that was a Claude that got hit with the first blood.
Yeah.
Like, he got, it was
King Kong, bro.
what happened to him, right? And then he's just like, all right, you know, I'll control the lane again.
Falcons AP Bren really took advantage of the fact that
Well, there is.
they're going to leave Kelra behind. But just like that, even despite the first blood
Right.
attempt onto Kelra, he's winning the gold lane matchup. Took down 1 turret already. Here comes a pull onto Kirk plus a stun onto Flap TZ. But Kirk, when they got the catch, is really tanky, not afraid.
Bro, FNOP is bullying FCAP right now, bro.
Taking damage.
Fnatic Onyx Philippines players are borderline mutants. They might as well go to Professor X and say, you know what, we want to enroll.
You know, at this point, aren't they gods?
They're superhuman.
They're superhuman. Gods, mutants, whatever you want to call them. One thing for sure is they have the longest streak.
All right, checking out the items. Again, there's about 200 between Kyle and the King Kong. Forcing out the Tempest of Blades there. Luckily, FCAP have 2 big frontliners
Bro,
away. No,
the back and forth trades of harassing Kyle TZ is disgusting. Brusco goes in, Kirk goes in.
Here comes the Frigid Glacier once again.
Ogwin goes down.
No beefy, no tanky heroes for Falcons AP Bren. Fnatic doesn't care.
With you. The fact that I understand why you got a little perplexed there is because how did a Grok just die like that?
Yeah,
He was next to a wall.
Exactly.
There was a Faramis. I guess, you know, Few just that supports our thesis of maybe they let it go in hopes of getting the turtle.
Against Cyric, King Kong.
All of it.
Secures
Brusco
the
just
third
got
and
NT
final
Karas.
circle for Fnatic Onyx. And this is where the comparison comes in once again. Neutral objectives, leaning toward been playing. Afraid to go for those setups, go for those pickoffs, no matter how down or how up they are right now as Kirk trying to zone out Falcons AP Bren. They're not going to attempt on the purple buff of Kyle TZ. So far, Falcons AP Bren can still, you know, contest for the Lord later on, assuming Kyle TZ gets his purple buff.
That's right. You're still looking at Kai, Harith. We're tonight, ladies and gentlemen, down their opponents. But at 4K down, the map not exactly being on your side, and wait, and Kirk being
Flap TZ taking damage.
Look at the damage.
Here we go!
Flap TZ. Glorious Pathway will be casted, but all the way from the back line is the AOG. Super
Oh!
his Frigid Glacier.
I don't know, man. Flap TZ needs something a little more aggressive than a Hylos.
Going all in. King Kong with the cables on the fuel. Gonna pick up a double kill. And now kick coming in from Brusco. Catches Kyle TZ. That was a ling that Brusco saved his way of the dragon to make sure to shut down
Bro,
the
FNOP
Wonderful
is-
Ball.
Brusco more like Bruce Lee. He was like water, my friend. He used his flick. Again, it's not as easy. Surveilled the circumstances and the surroundings, and
now he's pushing.
He's gonna get away with this. He's clearly gonna get away with this. Was enough.
That Fnatic, that Brusco specifically, was able to push a turret to down bottom. Brusco is doing everything for Fnatic.
BJ Paro, I told you, he's a mutant. He's a mutant. He's an MLBB anomaly.
Look at Kelra.
What?
That's a Grok. Man, the damage.
Grok's getting melted, bro.
It's a trinity. It's barely a trinity.
Again, you know, the adjustments of the Claude, not relying to the mana anymore, not gonna result to the common emblem. Ogwen with the tank emblem.
He's gonna make me burnt without the ult.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. And clearly, Fnatic Onyx in control, approaching the 8K goal mark up on FCAP. Now I'm wondering, what's FCAP to do? Because obviously the whole single turn isn't working.
Okay,
Look at Brusco. Oh.
Man, you don't have to
Brusco.
wave the dragon. Just the knock-up alone from the Jit Kundu might do its job here. He's seeing 4 members. Okay, Fnatic Onyx controlling their waves beautifully here. They still have a Lord up top. As Falcons AP Brent tries to work on
Brusco's
the level 1
hunting,
Lord.
bro.
The question is, will Fnatic
He's hunting.
go in for the additional kills?
Yeah, they won't force it. Fnatic Onyx are still respecting FCAP's output.
He'll play.
Conceal. What are they looking for?
Okay, here's the counter attack.
Oh, nice knock up on a Brusco. Able to get the kill. Super Friends down. Kirk low.
Kirk soaking up all the damage, but he's
Well
not
played, well
gonna
played.
be
2 for
able
0,
to
2 for 0.
sustain the counter attack of the Bees, and this might be their opening, but King Kong knows this. That's why he takes away the purple buff of Kyle.
Oh my God!
You know what else?
That's a Grok, bro!
Crazy, it still goes in.
That is a Grok!
He takes away the purple buff of Kyle. Crazy, it still goes in.
You know what else King Kong knows? Is that his burst is on point. Now, just a moment ago, we looked at what Keller was rocking. What is King Kong rocking?
Does he have the Sky Piercer?
He has a BOD, that's for sure.
That's what I want to know, because if he has a Sky Piercer with a 600, I just don't know what more can you ask from this guy. King Kong has been phenomenal all season long.
Ooh. All right. I'm not a Fanny expert. Far from it. But did you see that ankle break in turn?
Yeah.
The velocity.
And he uses the cutthroat first.
What caused that much damage?
Literally the fan.
He used the cutthroat to get a better angle too. He used the cutthroat before, like not as the finishing. He used it as the engage.
Ogwen's back now, but still, you gotta be really wild charge.
Wild charge out of nowhere for Flaptz as well with the glorious pathway. Here comes Super Marco with his Zapper Force, but answers right back.
Oh,
AOD.
AOD.
NetherRealm has to be
AOG.
The frigid glacier of Super Friends will catch 4.
King Kong low.
Bring down Marco.
And they're inside the base. At 1 plus.
Bro.
Something for the road. The orange buff taken away by Kelra.
What I like about Fnatic Onyx is I believe we've highlighted 4 players. The moment that it looks like we haven't said Super Friends' name, he did an amazing job with the Frigid Glacier. 4! Catching 4 members with the Frigid Glacier.
It's finally the season of Kelra, guys. Is it finally the season of Kelra? I mean, I know he's in the past, like MSC days and stuff, you know, but we've been waiting for him to really pop off for a long time.
So it was the mechanic.
Is he finally going to get that belt? Is he coming for M6?
Because Kirk, he has the taunt. And Brusco as well, ready to charge that wave. The Dragon and
Is Kelra going to see that M series?
See Kelra being the one zoning the members of Falcons AP Brent
Basics are enough.
as his frontliners are waiting in the bushes.
He's a right-click assassin. All right, let me tell you this now. It makes sense as to why Ogwen folded that quickly.
Yeah.
Look at his kit.
Ogwen.
This is his poverty era, man. He was rocking an Athena shield, understandably, against Kirk and Prince, and then a Dominus Ice that he just barely built like a moment ago.
That's why he can't do as much as zone or be the frontliner for Falcons.
Machine Gun Kelra.
At this point, Fnatic Onyx not
Machine
afraid
Gun
to cast
Kelra.
ultimates, even to Ogwen alone, just to bring him down. And now Fnatic Onyx really controlling the Lord Pit here. Here comes again King Kong on Flaptz trying to zone, but Kirk and Super Friends making quick work onto Flaptz as they still hold the Lord here.
MGK.
Let's see if they
Machine Gun Kelra.
as the glorious pathway will be casted as
Oh,
well.
wild charge comes in. King Kong able to take it. Frigid Glacier comes down. The OG looking. Kyle Teasy, though, looking for Kelra, able to find him and pays the price for it. Super Friends picks up the kill. 1 for 1. Jungler for Kelra.
For Falcons AP Bread.
1 for 1. Kyle for Kelra. But at the end of the day, Fnatic Onyx still taking the Lord. It's an enhanced Lord. Spawning style here, despite... Is this... And then, look, he's no...
King Kong just really does the pickup crew. So it looks like he is a utility. He's even zoning. So right now, King Kong works on the top lane turret. Flaptease, he has to use the Glorious Pathway to save that inhibitor turret. And I do like to commend what Ogwen did a while ago during the Lord Pit Clash. The Flicker Wild Charge combination made Fnatic Onyx formation a bit scattered. That's why Kyle Teasy found an angle to go right after Keller. And if they manage to pull things off like that and extend this game...
All right.
Comeback. But Fnatic Onyx knows this. That's why they're really aggressive. Again, we haven't seen a beautiful kick, but again, King Kong!
Bro, Few couldn't even pop his ult, bro. Few couldn't even pop his ult.
This means he's going to be alive once again. A 7-0-2 for King Kong with his Fanny.
Probably better he didn't pop his ult, right? Because he comes back anyways.
For that bottom hole in keeping themselves alive. Look at this gold difference, man. At 10K...
Cap is hanging.
At 10K, I just know I have to stay inside my base, hunker down, and get a free pickoff. Brusco holding this bush like a champ. Gets pushed out by Ogwen and Flap.
Yeah, fight.
Did he get a purple? No, he didn't.
Fight for the purple buff here. Fnatic Onyx doing a good job. He ported Noto the position.
Still play.
King Kong just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
King Kong though. Bro, the fact that King Kong waits for that death to happen and then engages still.
Now the Falcons, AP Brand, the Bees have to walk away. They can't lose any other member.
Kong just sat in the bush with his arms crossed like, I'm going to let y'all handle this. I'm going to let y'all handle this.
Here, I believe the correct call for them would be to wait for the Lord. Maybe this 10K goes
Gonna go for it?
deal enough damage to suddenly take 2 down and
5 to 4.
Here and there. But wait. All right. Fnatic Onyx understand that FCAP are a world-class caliber team, so they're not just going to suddenly do that.
That time it was Mirage in the second Lord. 10.3k gold lead, 13-4 scoreboard. We've been saying that the tagline, our headline was Gods Among Men. Literally, Fnatic is the god among Falcons AP Brands men.
That's a third Lord, by the way.
Third Lord? That's a third Lord?
The game has gone on long enough for Fnatic Onyx to have gotten 2 prior. Yeah, it's a third Lord.
Well, props to Falcons
Nice wall by Ogwen. Nice reset.
At this point, despite the huge gold lead at 10k.
You know what I'm afraid of? As impressive as that is, it just seems like you're just punching to the sky hoping God feels your hits. You know what I mean? Because at 10k down, the map looking this
Oh, they got to go back to base and clear minions, bro.
Are they even thinking of contesting?
Look at just Brusco zoning out Kyle Teasy, making sure
Lord evolved.
he's not going to be present during that turtle fight, Lord fight in the Lord pit. But Falcons AP Brand making sure
They need the reset, bro.
As much as possible to the Lord. Here comes a
Oh, shit! That's some damage. Too low. Netherrealm comes out. Lord reset still. They're still holding on. They're still hanging. They're still slanging. Still banging. Kurt comes in with a backwards kick. The back smack flip. Demon's force. Marco down. Oh, went low. Flap Teasy down. King Kong comes in. Super. Oh, God. Kelra's on the base. You! No, doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter, bro.
And in a flash, Fnatic Onyx Philippines take game 1. I was so fixated on the Lord pit that I did not notice.
It's a 2-1, huh? Yeah, 2-0, 2-0.
Because of how fast King Kong.
All right. I'm back. Have you guys been being nice in chat? We'll watch game 2. Do we think we got time to watch game 2? It's a 9-minute game. Stop the cap, bro. Not a 9. It is not a 9-minute game, bro.
Mid, and then that they could go.
I mean, they gotta. What's it called?
How
No way, bro. No way, bro.
Wow.
9 minutes, bro.
There you go.
Again,
I guess that'll be quick. I thought we wouldn't have time. Ha.
It's doable here. Let's see if our casters.
We could watch this thing in its entirety.
Game 2 is at hand. Best of 3 match point. For
All right, I'm looking at chat now, guys.
Ingan.
Woo!
Everyone that hung out while I wasn't talking to y'all.
Bring out the Sicilian.
Thank you.
It's another debut pick.
I mean,
9,
they
bro?
have the luxury of doing it. They've secured a playoff spot, might even secure the first
Sicilian?
seed. So it's time to experiment. But this isn't that much of a cheese because Redmar and Rockhart has mentioned that this has been used a lot in the different regions. And
9, bro?
Even flex the roles, not just the mid lane. I believe this was used also at the gold lane a lot of times, even in ranked games.
But here's the thing. I would be okay if that was just the only off thing about this draft. I'm gonna use the word off in a very liberal way. Because you also have King Kong on the alpha now. Prior,
Okay.
the same very matchup. The alpha was rocked by Kirk in the XP
With the
to
revitalize.
stick it up to Flap.
Yeah.
To stick it up to the Phobius. But now that it's kind of switched up, I don't know if that's what irks me about this. It's not the Sicilian pick alone.
Yeah.
It's the fact that it's comboed with a few other factors that don't support
FNOP really just that good, bro? Are they really just that good, boys?
image. Unless again,
They're really just dumb?
just as how versatile they are, as how flexible they are, the way they play is just that deep too.
Honestly, for me, I think
Not really just that
the
good,
fight
boys?
For Cyric, for King Kong, but
King Kong comes in.
enters.
Looks
And
for the
save
spear.
from Busco with the guiding wind. I think it's the fatigue. Didn't you see his fanny play a while
For
ago?
sure.
Man, you could feel his fingers hurting with all the cables, all the cutthroats he performed. He hasn't died a single time, but did dish out a lot of damage, dish out a lot of kills. Maybe he wants to relax
Hey.
for game number 2,
Hey.
but still has a viable option.
What are you saying about me and my alpha mains?
It's an easier compared to a Fanny, but
Whoa.
look at this, a catch onto Flap, forcing out his flicker. And the aggression of Fnatic clearly hasn't stopped. Their rotation might actually be better and faster compared to game 1 with the presence of Brusco's Matilda.
I mean, they are still waiting for the Heart Guard in the Ghost Flap.
Flap TZ.
Morat as well, trying to dish out the damage onto Flap. Well, Flap
King Kong able to take the turtle.
Pursuit, and King Kong
Spears away.
with the retribution
Pulls Flap back. A lot of damage on the Flap.
Easy in trouble here. She tries to walk away, will survive, but Fnatic gets a turtle.
Ogwin still doesn't have the Hearth Guard. I'm pretty sure if the timing was right, maybe FCAP would have leaned hard into it, but this does give the first turtle over to Fnatic Onyx Philippines. And you're right, again, very early game centric. I think they do need this. They need this late game insurance, and they also need, well, we need the 76th unique hero pick in MPL Philippines Season 14. That's, what now? 65% of the heroes?
Wait, 65?
Yeah, that's about...
Do we have 118 or 120?
120. We've already broken 120.
Yeah, especially with Suyo.
Suyu.
How do you pronounce it? Suyo.
Suyu.
Suyo.
Mira Mira, what's up?
But regardless.
Yeah, so 65% might be the number. Let's just ask Redmar later on, but here comes the Sanguine Claws onto Kyle TZ.
Kyle.
Will pop his Viraga armor, and that's the beauty of having a Sicilian apart.
Bro, no way this... How does this end in 9 minutes, guys? There's 0 kills.
As well. And here comes the over-aggression of Fnatic. Paired up with the Matilda, they can outmaneuver Falcon's AP Bren.
Uh-oh.
no.
Uh-oh.
Kyle's going
Uh-oh.
down.
Uh-oh.
And the next target might be Super Marco, but few here to the rescue.
Uh-oh.
As Fnatic Onyx, 3 Sonics working on Super Marco. The Heart Guard is ready.
They got like 5 minutes to end the
Any
game.
given moment, Super Marco's in trouble. Fuse, Ogwin rather's gonna make sure he's safe.
All right, here's the thing. You forgot to mention one thing. You talked about the CC. You talked about the late game potential. You know what else Super Friends brings to the table?
What?
Range.
Exactly.
I remember the days when the Sicilian would be picked up just because there's a Farsa on the other side. And you need to close that gap. And because of those Sanguine Claws, my boy, for all those who missed out on when Sicilian was a thing, that just breaks the game in half. Like, you can't even touch, usually, the Sicilian player.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Malaysia's not going to be in wild cards. They're going to have 2 slots on stage.
Working on Kyle TZ, another chain crowd control.
Oh!
Be able to bring
King
him
Kong gets
down.
another one.
Just
Here it
look
is.
at the damage
Here's the
coming from
turnaround.
Fnatic Onyx as he tried to work on Flap
The
TZ,
steamroll's
and work on
coming.
Pursuit despite
Too
the
much
hard
damage.
guard
Too much true
warning.
damage. Oh! Kelra.
Blazing Duet gonna finish the job.
Machine Gun
Bring
Kelra.
down Ogwen. Just total dominance for Fnatic, and they're not even done.
Has anyone used the nickname Machine Gun Kelra yet? Has that come out in MPL Ph? Because if it hasn't, just remember, I'm coining it here. I'm coining it here.
Like, what happened?
I love how you have sound effects for the life bar, but not for your favorite hero, Bane.
Let's not talk about that. But still,
Just remember that, guys.
4,000 gold ahead. 5 minutes in. This is not the way
I'm
I feel
patenting it here.
because again, there's a good
When the
amount of
casters
stamina.
start calling him
Yeah.
Machine Gun Kelra, just know
Coming in from them. It's
TREX said
good
it
quality
first.
dive. But FNOP have denied all of that.
I'm actually curious what Few has been getting with this.
MGK, the new MGK, exactly, bro. Machine Gun
I
Kelra.
might have missed it. I'm not quite sure.
Ideally, he'd be getting
Maybe Circling
the
Eagle
Primal
or
Wrath,
the Primal Wrath,
right? Because it comes with the transformation. Maybe when when you find yourself in a pickle, you steal the Bat's Feast.
Yeah, but that's just a defensive move.
Very defensive. Yes, you're
Yeah.
right.
Okay, now they're gonna work on Kyle TZ here. Again, Circling Eagle. Brusco, one of those aggressive roamers when it comes to the Matilda, not afraid to go in, just dive in, aid the members of Fnatic Onyx as they work on the bottom lane.
Machine Gun Kelra, way
Five
cooler than Gold
members.
Standard. He already said he doesn't like being called the Gold Standard anyways, didn't he?
was gonna make a play first.
Didn't he say that in an interview?
Speaking of range,
He was like, until I win a world championships, I'm not the Gold Standard.
Even the crowd control is ranged.
It's low cost.
I know they call him the Gold Standard, but that's, come on, man. Machine Gun Kelra.
When you try to go for CCs, again, point in comparison, Few. When he tries to terrorize FNOP, he has to be in range. He has to come up close.
Oh,
Sanguine Claws don't care.
Speaking of Few, he has to pop his Purify here. He has his the Bat's Feast though, but Super Prince again.
You got Bulletproof
showing
Marco.
domination here.
Gotta have
The
Machine
Bat's
Gun
Feast,
Kelra, man.
As early as 6 minutes in, you can already feel the damage coming in from Super Prince, and I'm curious what items he has already because
Filipino Savage. Filipino Savage is pretty good.
Enough damage.
That's the nature of the beast. Sure, items will come into play, but the mechanic. Oh, Kirk, no one home.
Kirk missed flicker there, but a perfect opportunity for Falcons AP Brand to counterattack as Fnatic Onyx will get another turret. Just looking at the sustain of Fnatic Onyx, they're not even afraid to go up against 5 members of Falcons AP Brand this deep.
They're not afraid. All right, so we were talking about.
I'm not afraid.
Every cast.
Leo, bro.
Super Prince.
Not afraid. He couldn't. Sometimes, like, Leo just can't help himself, bro. He hears a word and it clicks something in his brain, and he's like, that's why I like Leo, because I'm kind of the same way.
Literally leading the charge with the Spear of Alpha. Again, he's really activated.
That's how me and a lot of my friends are.
With this Matilda,
Like, you say something and out of nowhere it's like, we go on a tangent.
Any casualties, and here comes the Sanguine Claws once again.
Oh my god,
Catching
bro.
Ogwen along with the Bat's impact, forcing
Sanguine
Fnatic
Claws, more like
to walk
Sandwich
away.
Claws.
Super Marco has to recall because the push might ensue for Fnatic.
Breaking news. After everything FNOP has done, FCAP gets their first turret push. That's where Marco came from.
And just look at this. 4 members of Fnatic zoning out the members of Falcons AP Bread
Whoa.
as King Kong works on the Lord. There was an attempt there to steal the Lord. He's not going to cast that Spear of Destruction as King Kong with an uncontested, literally alone in his own island to deal with that Lord.
He is so comfortable. He is, what, 2,500 gold up, I'd reckon, over Kyle TZ. And the rest is history. Like, you can do the math, but on a roll-per-roll basis, Fnatic Onyx dwarf FCAP.
Yeah, literally.
They are in a whole different economic bracket. They paid a different kind of tax.
Since game 1. Actually, since week 1, you could argue.
The Bees don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
This was a chance for FCAP to get one over FNOP, but this might even be worse than the first time they met. That was a 3-game series. We're looking at a potential sweep.
Squirting Kelra.
Potential
No.
sweep might happen here as Fnatic Onyx charges in the middle lane trying to
9 minutes,
burst
15
down the
seconds.
inhibitor turret, and
This
they
is
will do it
gross, bro.
successfully. They still have the Lord as King Kong works on the top lane and Keller and Kirk onto the bottom lane. Super Prince not afraid to zone out the members with a bad
GG's.
impact. Again, they're gonna burst down the
GG,
inhibitor down
Paul.
bottom.
GG, Paul.
Inhibitor up
Tada,
top,
tada,
the
tada.
Falcons AP Bread.
It's so tough for
Tada, 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 tada.
The chain CC from Fnatic is just too much. Last Insanity has to be used here to clear out the minions. Circling Eagle and Keller goes in with a blazing duet. Might be able to bring down Kyle TZ here. Pops his immortality.
That's it,
Looking
bro.
at King Kong and
GG's.
get a mega kill.
GG's,
Fnatic
Bull.
takes the
GG's,
game.
Bull.
Series 12-0.
Damn. That's crazy. $950's crazy, yo. I'm gonna go get some cookies and drop an ad on you nerds. Here you go. Hey, yo, did you guys know that in the United States... Hold on. Did you guys know that in several states of America, raw milk is illegal? Raw milk, like milk fresh out the cow, it's illegal. You can't, you're not supposed to have it. You're not supposed to sell it. Some people still sell, like there's ways that you can sell it, but raw milk is kind of illegal in the United States, right? And there's like a whole, and I'm not talking about like milk like this. I mean like milk fresh out the cow without being, raw milk is illegal. And there's a whole trade of like raw milk. And if you get caught with it, you can like go to jail and stuff or get fined and stuff. It's pretty crazy, huh? There's a bunch of illegal raw milk dealers out there. That black market milk, baby. I need me some black market milk. I only drink breast milk. Fun fact about breast milk is it is not illegal, but there's like a whole website that you can buy breast milk off of. Like there's a whole market for breast milk. A lot of like weightlifters and like bodybuilders drink it because it has a bunch of vitamins and nutrients and shit like that. Yeah, there's like a whole market for breast milk, guys. It's crazy. I have a daughter. Whenever when me and Caitlin were looking it up and we were laughing about it.
And to ensure the equality and fairness of our games, MPL Philippines is also monitored and supervised.
These are the types of conversations you have when, you know, you got a woman who's breastfeeding a child. And then
This is day 2 of Retribution Rumble.
ooh, Mara.
Philippines, Smart Omega, and Fnatic Philippines will close their regular season today. So get ready for a fight we'll remember. Don't blink, because you might just miss
What else? What else? I once watched one of those, you know, that like taboo show, and like every episode it covers like some weird taboo stories. Well, there was like this one family, and like the whole family drinks the mom's breast milk. Like the kids are like adults now, like not adults, but they're all kind of like grown up. At least like they're older, you know? They're not like teenagers yet, but like no, like the point is they shouldn't be doing it anymore, and they all call it like mother's milk, and it's so fucking weird. Like they're putting it in their pancakes instead of normal milk and stuff, and like they're making cakes out of it and shit. Some strange stuff out there, man. Some weird people out there.
With Smart's Power All 99. For just 99 pesos, you get 8 gigabytes for all your favorite apps, plus Unlead TikTok and Unlead Text to all networks.
You can stay connected, improve your MLBB skills, and keep the fun going with your friends no matter where you are. So load up now and enjoy our non-stop gaming with Smart.
Make sure you guys go ahead and grab those, of course. Again, thank you to Smart. Now,
The unified
the first matchup,
mountain of
I
milk.
know we'll take a look at the standings and everything else.
Unlimited milk glitch.
The main thing here, obviously, right off the bat, TNC.
I mean, they are mountains of milk, right?
I would say, you know, all the
You could call it a fountain, or you could call it a mountain. Depends on who we're talking about here.
on a high note because it is, you know, their last match here, of course, for the regular season, and then with that, as they go through things, it's really just going out on a high note, and that would be
Legend, that wasn't an anime.
here, of course.
Yeah, and for outside of TLPA,
That's got another name.
possible you want to win this game because of the standings. You want to secure at least an upper bracket spot coming into the playoffs, and there you have it. The standings so far, again, one more playoff spot left. It's between Blacklist and RSG.
Yep, one left to go. Really, it's I don't know.
Yeah, man. RSG's hoping and praying Blacklist whiffs right now.
Handle all the stipulations there later on, but yeah, that's the main thing. Again, even the teams that are locked in there, they're still fighting for, you know, the position.
Who plays again?
to go into the playoffs.
Who's playing, guys?
It does have, we've seen it before. It does have a play in the part of where things end up throughout the playoffs. Those 5 days once we get there. But again, this is our lineup for today. TLPH versus TNC to start us off. Match 2, we have RSG Philippines and Aurora, MLBB, and then our last match, it's Smart Omega.
Imagine last game of the season.
It's gonna be great too because again,
TNC already out.
things from just
They pop off and take a win against TLPH.
now at this point where they just want to see how far FNOP can continue to go. That's been the story the whole season.
Yeah, Omega can actually be the streak breakers for today. Again, who could forget? They are the last on the poison of our tournament. And at the same time, they're coming off a huge win over RSG Philippines. And shout out also to Borinok having his debut game.
Nah, man, you can't pasteurize breast milk. You crazy, bro.
The thing is here, guys, is they could be
That shit's got to be
new achievement.
all natural.
A team that hasn't lost a series, basically, just going completely undefeated. And that's a huge feat in itself. They've done amazing things so far, but we have to focus on our first matchup today, TLPH and TNC. And we're going to let the guys on the panel break this one down for you guys. Let's head over there.
And we are live here in the Infinix Game Time Bayan, aka The Panel, with me, Rockhart, and your boy, Leo. It's going to be a pretty fun matchup today, because so many things actually can happen here. And again, this tournament, of course, is brought to you by the Infinix G.
Bro, never mind. I got to hold myself back sometimes.
MPL Philippines Season 14.
describe, what I would use to describe this first match. The following ones, I don't know. I'm glad that this is what we're starting with. Again, the Cavalry versus the Phoenix Army.
Yeah.
Confirmed that the Phoenix Army will not be making it through the playoffs. We knew that much going into last week. But here today, as we build up to the
I was about to
in a couple of weeks, will the defending champions
joke
find that championship form?
around and say some
The defending champions,
things that might get me in trouble.
of course, TLPH have had their own share of ups and downs, especially in this latter part of the season, who seem to be trying to find that championship form that we all know and love. From all the way from Echo, all the way here to TLPH, we're looking forward to that one. And right now, of course, this is the champions in peril, the Cavalry's Retribution. These are their second half stats.
Yep, so they've played 5 games so far leading up to today, and it's getting better. Look at that, 80%
It's getting better.
game win rate, KDA on the rise as well. Dealt a little less damage, but you could chalk that up to the meta actually adjusting. And talking about the meta,
That was good. I needed that, boys.
Heart and what they're bringing in, they're not afraid to experiment. Again, Zyda is a key part to their success as well. Zyda's won his fair share, Carl Teasy has won his fair share, and that makes him such a full package, such a great championship squad to look out for with their ups and downs.
And that's why there's a saying, right? Never underestimate the heart of a champion. And of course, Zyda stepping up was huge for TLPH when Carl Teasy needed it the most. He got the dubs. And he
Are you now when I need it?
TLPH can use and ride in this matchup.
And you see how their retribution is less about what their opponent does or who their opponent
Where
is.
are you now?
Because in their conflict, it's less about man versus man. It's more about man versus self. They have to figure out what's going on, how far we have to go, what do we have to do to be able to reach the peak of what it means to be the defending champions of MPL Philippines. This is, again, the strongest MLBB region in the world. If you're looking for the best of the best, you go to MPL Philippines, where even the defending champion suffers the way they did.
100%. 100%. The champions here are not safe from anything, from any danger, from any team. So far, at least for now, TLPH, you're right. I actually love that you brought that up. They don't really care who they're up against. A lot of times, you know what? Us in the panel, even the casters, would say usually, who are they facing against? How is this team going to do against this guy? No, we're talking about TLPH here as their own, on their own, trying to find that groove. Even in their interviews, even when they go up on the stage, they rarely talk about their opponents.
Exactly.
They're usually focused on more on how they're developing overall through the season.
Yeah, it's more about the cavalry and the cavaliers
There
going
you
into the
go.
bout less than their opponents.
All right, sorry, I was reading something.
Bit of a message here from Innocent Cram. Let's see what they have to say.
Sa PNC, lalo na last game nyo, ibigay nyo lang lahat tapos enjoy nyo kasi ayun yung magiging momentum nyo sa susunod na season na lalaroin nyo pa. Kaya galingan nyo lang.
Laruin nyo lang, sabay enjoy nyo lang yung laro nang walang pressure para mabigay nyo yung laro nyo. Pakita nyo yung
Look at them flexing their MSC trophy in the back.
mga laro.
There you go. Of course, if you guys don't know who those are SRG. They're just MSC champs. Just refreshing. MSC champions right there. And again, former teammates of TNC trying to tell TNC, you know what?
Didn't episode 1 come out?
Play and give them
I haven't watched it yet.
Those two gentlemen knows what it's like to be down under.
down under.
Not in Australia, but like down in the dumps, in the ruts, and then crawl out to eventually become.
Why are you not casting in the PH?
Earlier this
Because
year.
I got a family, bro.
So, looking back, the first time that they met, it was a sweep in favor of Liquid, and it was Carl Teasy variant.
That's right.
Got the MVPs on Sanji and Benny Cutie, and Rockar, this was a very different metagame. This was a Roger metagame.
That was week 2.
I like the opening song.
Roger first.
The opening song's pretty litty.
And of course on the jungle. Again, it's a complete.
I watched the first season of Rings of Power. I haven't watched the second.
Completely different TNC. You know what they say after TNC goes into this mode in the later parts of the season, they are a completely different beast.
That's true in a figurative sense, but literally, Rockart, it's went full circle. This is the same squad that played
Exact same
yesterday.
squad.
It's the Heads, Escalera, Kozen, SDZYZ and Hatred variant. After this week, if I'm not mistaken, they went to play with the Kaze and Lancy variant more often.
That's right.
And
So
then now here, this might actually be the answer.
I'm actually wondering, like, is this gonna be the case? Is this gonna be the? I didn't actually see them walk out. Are they getting into position? I didn't see them, but I'm not sure about the lineup. And I think
I have not been able to watch it yet. And all I see is fucking everybody, how everyone hates it. It's so crazy. Or I guess just all the vocal people. I didn't really think first season was that bad. I kind of enjoyed it, but I'm not like a hardcore, I'm not like a hardcore Lord of the Rings lore stalker, knower of all. So it was a fun watch for me.
Against the M4 World Champions, a win against the Cavalry will go a long way towards TNC's rebuilding phase, which already, by the way, has been a hot topic in the community for the past month.
That's right. So I think in the earlier message as well, we're talking about, you know what, guys, this might be TNC's, like, this is the start. This is their actual start for next season.
Yeah.
Right? This feels like the perfect stepping off point for season 14.
They've made moves to prepare for season 15 about a month ago. Already, they've seen it coming, and I'm sure it's coming from a very good place. We're in the community asking, oh, how would we rebuild TNC? How will we help TNC?
What they do?
What should they change?
Yeah, I mean, where my thing is when people get mad about, I totally understand, like, what so many people are mad about, because I get mad about it too. Like when I totally understand, like if they used a certain anime or something that I am really into and used the name and then completely defiled everything about it, I'd be pissed.
I think we'll know later on, especially
so like I am on the boat of like, why not just create your own fantasy world and write your own story? And not hang off the coattails of a name of a already well-established franchise. I get that very much. I shouldn't have to watch a show and be like I shouldn't have to watch a Lord of the Rings show and go, oh, well, if we just think about it as its own separate thing, it's totally cool. Because, I mean, yes, technically it is, but it's not cool that I'm getting clickbaited into watching it because it's a Lord of the Rings show. You know? It's not, the clickbait isn't really cool.
You can also prepare for the pilgrimage to M6, to Malaysia. That's where it all started, M1.
Hollywood's been doing it a lot lately, so I can see how so many people are just getting more and more angry about it.
M-Series returns to Malaysia again. For the meantime, though, in this match, who do you think is coming out on top here? Are you a TLPH fanatic?
Okay.
I said that in a weird way. And
okay, but Boruto is a little different.
Or a TNC Army.
Boruto is actually a sequel, and it is approved. It is canon. Like, the writer's not dead and gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, Token isn't approving, what's it called? So whether we like it or not, Boruto is real. It can hurt you. I will say this, the manga, there are, Boruto's not like, I think the bad thing about Boruto, the only bad thing about, alright, I don't know how to say this. I don't hate Boruto. I don't hate it. I've been reading the manga since it's for a while. It could be better. Oh, I would never watch the anime Boruto. It's so bad. There is so much filler in Boruto. It is unwatchable. Unwatchable. It is unwatchable. I would never watch it. But reading it, it is worth reading the chapter once a month and not stressing about it now.
And if it boils, it'll start to rain because the steam will rise up.
Now there is where Boruto falls on its face. The power scaling is horrible.
So either way, we're going to see who's playing here today.
Most of the character development is bad.
And of course, Path to Retribution.
And then the fans are even, and then like the fans are like, I don't know. Even some of like the YouTubers that I follow and like that talk about Naruto and stuff, like some of the YouTubers that I enjoy, the fact that they love fucking what's his name just shows how disgusting the fucking Naruto fan base is, bro. How delusional they all are, bro. Kawaki, bro, I think he is... Bro, I fucking hate Kawaki, bro. But I hated Sasuke. I did not like Sasuke as a character. And that's the problem with Naruto fans. Is they like retarded characters. And I am a Naruto fan, but I'm not a... I don't like... I feel like I'm a good Naruto fan, but hey. Like, my favorite character is probably Shikamaru.
And their opponents making their way on.
Bro, what specifically didn't you like about Sasuke? His character is horrible, bro.
This is their moment to end the season in a fiery blaze of glory.
He's like, in a world of ninjas where everyone has sad backstories, Sasuke's the, like, okay, Sasuke was cool. He's this cool character who's, my whole family died and I'm gonna seek revenge, and then I get hell-bent on revenge. But then here's the kicker. Here's where Sasuke really fell off for me. Oh, yeah, I killed my brother. Well, he let me kill him, and I now know that he actually tried to save the Leaf Village, and my brother's sole purpose was to protect the Leaf Village. But you know what? My brother's a dumbass, and I'm gonna say fuck that and destroy the Leaf Village, because the Leaf Village are assholes. Yeah, down with the Leaf Village. Like, that's where it was just like, bro. It's like, bro, it's just not believable anymore. It's just like his character just wasn't believable anymore, bro. It's like, what is wrong with you, bro? You're such a fucking crybaby.
It's the Phoenix versus the Cavalry.
I was just so tired of it, bro.
Or will the other rise
I was
up?
tired of it.
Break it down for us. Panel, pass off.
Like, don't get me wrong, I get it, man. The 16-year-old edgelord kid in high school, in middle and high school, you love Sasuke, bro. I get it, man. We love Sasuke when we're in middle school and nobody likes us because we're freaking nerds. Like, I get it. Sasuke's cool.
Every day, every match, he's able to step up and put his chin up and say, you know what, guys, we're going to give our best. We're going to do it. And to step up against JP. JP is a multi-time Mpl champion, a world champion. Homie also won in the
I just felt like his character design is cool. Like, don't get me wrong, his character design, his plays, they're cool. But
on the other side, talking about
his character development, I felt like was horrible, bro.
and I'm thinking, you know what?
I felt like it was horrible, bro.
Bets are off for TNC Pro Team right now. Who knows?
All of his reasoning, like, and the fact that all of the villains in Naruto had like really good reasons to be villains, and like so many characters were pretty well put together in Naruto, and then you just had Sasuke here that wanted to be a villain so bad, bro. He just wanted to be a bad guy so bad, bro. He wanted to be a bad guy so bad, bro. Like, you can't tell me he didn't want to be a bad guy, because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like, Naruto didn't have parents either, bro. You barely see half of those kids' parents. They're all probably dead from Ninja Wars.
Team that has been playing for a long time. Maybe they just need that
You live in a world of ninja where everyone's dying all the time. Suck it up, bro.
Still definitely far ahead. You know what? Who knows what one more season can do for TNC Pro Team, especially these players, and especially this variant I'm talking about here.
Like, and then Sasuke was never even like... Sasuke was never even like him, you know? He was never even him, bro. He was always just somebody's lackey. He was just like, bro, he was just a lackey. I'm sorry, guys. You guys got me on a rant. I apologize to all my Sasuke fans out there, bro.
Final dream match from season 13. Liquid can definitely use this match to perfect and polish their style.
That's what's wrong
opponents. And for TNC,
with the Naruto
they
fan
have
base,
been
bro.
consistent. That's how it should be. They know what's up. They've been there. And lastly, these two teams, maybe they can leverage the metagame. SD, Carl. Hey, you know what? I'll say it now. They're cut from the same.
I will admit, I actually have enjoyed Dragon Ball Super. I have not read the manga in a while. I read all the way to the end of fucking...
They've done great things.
The last arc just kind of dropped off for me. The fucking Gohan arc or whatever, where he's like Super Gohan or whatever his fucking name is. He's like a hero. I haven't been able to pick it up since then, but
And you would know for SD.
Dragon Ball, one of the things I really enjoy about Dragon Ball Super is exactly what you just said, Riri. The universe, like finally getting some really cool world building in DBS. A lot of cool world building in DBS.
With your Fanny, with your Haya, with your Ling, you could do great things. But if you know the game inside and out and you have an understanding alongside your teammates, you can really take it to the next level. That's what Kaltizi brings to the table as well.
And you know both these jungles have that in spades. Let's see if that's going to reflect here as we head into the draft for game number 1.
All right.
So yesterday we got some pretty spicy picks. Fanny first picks for days here.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, FNOP tore that game up. Literally one-shot combo to Grok. That's King Kong for you.
Even broke a record. Even made the fastest game even faster.
9:51.
Yep.
Woo. Let's see if that can happen here as well. Again, both of these players no slouches as well in terms of assassinations. But we're talking about, if we're talking about the head-to-head, we're talking about the jungle, the roam. We gotta watch out for these picks. Hayabusa
Ulf!
probably gonna make an appearance here today.
Ulf Van Polk.
Still left open. Nolan as well.
Ulf Van Coach.
Still one of the top, actually, take that back. The top jungler of season 14 based on the stats so far. And there's the Khalid.
You know what I think it is, Wolf? You got to get out of that suit, bro. Get comfortable, man. Next season, don't wear the suit, bro. Get comfortable.
Morbius is already out.
Yeah.
You're not willing to play like a choice.
Come out in some sweatpants, bro.
Best believe you ban out the Khalid. Now TREX, I'd say they pick up the Edith here.
Yeah, actually Edith is a great pick here.
Edith's very good.
Great for Carl. Great for JP rather.
Yep, you force Hatred to play Valentine.
Tournament of Power was pretty lit, I have to admit, bro. Tournament of Power.
Careful on how or where they move. But then again, TLPA
Is pretty lit.
Not always that. They're the
Or
last team, I
Julian.
think, for
First pick predictions.
first pick jungle.
Yeah.
Arlad, Hylos.
First pick jungle. More on.
What?
I thought.
All right. this is what we're talking about, the metagame evolving and adjusting.
Permanent Power was a really fun, and honestly, the anime, it was a really fun watch. Dragon Ball Super, the anime was a really fun watch, man. Even the arc that everyone shit on, the Black Goku arc, like, I enjoyed watching all of Dragon Ball Super. I feel like the anime was for me, it was a fun watch. I mean, all bullshit aside, like, you know what you're getting into when you're going to watch Dragon Ball Super, DBZ, any of that shit. Dragon Ball Super was a fun watch. I mean, you're not there for freaking badass storylines, crazy character development there. You're there to watch fights, and Dragon Ball Super was fun.
Special.
With a smile.
Yeah. Good chunk of players will actually say, when I say Julian, who do you think? Carl Teasy.
Of course.
A lot of folks will come to think of the GOAT here.
I'm not saying it's the best anime in the world or anything, but it was fun. It was fun to watch.
Still open for Sanji, who celebrated his birthday yesterday.
Oh, happy
Instead, it's the
birthday.
Valentina, of course.
Of course.
There's an Edith, you take it, and then the Harith.
It feels so. This feels so automatic, right? These are such instant responses to each other.
And that's what's so amazing about this current metagame, Carl. The fact that it feels wide open. I'm going to use that word very specifically. It feels wide open with, what is that, a record 76 heroes used so far. 76 heroes used up until tonight, till today.
Bro, don't watch One Piece.
Debut hero. It feels open. That's why
Read the manga, bro.
These Julians, these Hayabusas come through.
Read the manga till you get to like time skip, and then maybe watch the anime, bro.
I think definitely wide open. You can't really ban out much, except for maybe the global presence of a Lo Yi. Right?
Oh, yeah.
So those are the things that you really want to ban out. Everyone else, open for the taking.
Oh, yeah.
Most likely might be forced into an Aurora here
Or a Vex.
for TNC, or yes, or a Vex.
Kaiju number 8. I still haven't watched the anime. I still need to. How many chapters can I read?
There he goes. take away a page from Fuse book, maybe get the nun.
I haven't read Kaiju number 8 in like 2 months. Tired of reading I was tired of reading it piecemeal, bro.
That's creative. That's creative.
That's very creative.
All right.
The power of friendship can really do miracles.
Ooh, I got like 10 chapters to read.
Happy birthday, by the
Maybe I'll
way.
read that tonight.
Happy birthday to Addy.
Happy birthday, Addy.
There you go.
All right, there's a Vexana.
There's the Vex.
As mentioned.
Is that Kaja? Whoa, all
Wow,
right.
some old school pickups. Benny Q.
Yeah, actually,
and the 1-1. What is
don't
this,
read to
birthday?
time skip.
Yes,
Read to
birthday
like Impel Down.
Daddy JP's
I think, I guess Dressrosa.
I'm liking it. There's
Yeah, you could read it.
good amount of CC, AoE, and good damage.
Alabasta's good too. Like
Wait, actually,
end of
Kaja,
Alabasta
Kaja,
arc's
Kaja.
decent.
And Aerith.
It's a very old school answer, to be honest. That's what we use.
What the fuck arc is Dress? Why am I having a mind blank? What's Dressrosa arc again?
That guy down.
Kaja was around then?
Maybe.
Oh, that's Doflamingo?
These facts, they just.
Bro, that's way after time skip, bro. I said time
They
skip.
just blur. All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
Well, he was there, but I was there too, but we wouldn't remember.
We can't-
Sky
we get
Pia's
mixed up a
peak?
lot.
All right, one more pickup here. Could
Uh,
Charizla's open.
Oh,
and
it's a high loss. All right.
How crazy is that, Rockhard? That at this point in the metagame, Hylos used to show up first, and then I was just like, yeah, whatever, let's close up the draft with it. Like,
Yeah.
last pick, Hylos.
Not even a thing. You know, like as you say, forget about it
Forget about it.
at the very end. But you know
Okay.
what? It's a great way to close.
I never watched a lot of those, man. I like it. Reading wise, I really liked Impel Down.
Yeah, well, which makes
Um,
a lot of sense because the Hylos definitely makes the dive.
Sky Pia on a reread is so
of
good.
nature of
Okay.
Liquid's draft, all the more harder to execute.
I watched Sky Pia for the first time. My girl's been watching One Piece and stuff, so I have been rewatching it piece by piece with her and stuff. Like, she'll have it on, and I'll just be like messing around on my phone and kind of listening and watching while it goes on.
Nice suit,
Jose and Jose.
Jose.
You just passed Sky Pia.
Two beautiful gentlemen indeed. It's Jose and Jose. It's nice suiting on here on the English desk, and we're here to bring you the action. It's game number
But now she's stuck on My Hero Academia.
And you know what?
What?
I
Wait,
gotta agree.
She's on season 5 of My Hero Academia right now, and it's like, bro, Deku's in love with Kachan. Just deal with it.
Gets picked up. First pick, Hylos is last.
Yeah, you know, just yesterday.
All right, let's jump into the game, guys.
76 unique heroes used. Because of that, I forgot which pick was that, but it was 76 yesterday. And again, I just like to clarify, I'm Jose number 1, Jose number 1, Nice's number 2.
I'll have to correct you on that because I was born before you, so
Okay, fine.
you know at that point,
Seniority.
math checks out, right? So going to the matchup here and the roles specifically with this whole thing, the fact is, yes, Benny Cutie happens to be. Is he the only one that?
Benny!
I think so.
Benny!
Picked up, and here comes.
Oh, JP goes down.
On to chase.
Okay.
Aggressive start coming in from SDZ.
ST Ziz.
Okay, TNC right now.
ST Riz, or SD Riz.
Despite them not winning any series yet,
Yeah.
4 out of their last series have been game 3s. They've extended it to 3 games, so it's
And they
not-
can TNC
it's not
finally take a
impossible,
game?
it's highly probable that this series would likely reach game number 3.
Well, hopefully it can, because again, what really needs to be looked at here is for TNC. You know, if they can get to a point where they get a victory against a team like TLPH, who, mind you, last season's champions. Yes, they've kind of had their own struggles this season alone, but TNC can go ahead and close out the season with their last games here, really just on a high note, hopefully.
Yeah.
And for TLPH, again, it's the same thing where you have these teams all fighting for those spots within the bracketing of the playoffs. Like, again, they're already secure for the playoffs, so it's all coming down to, those teams fighting for the best opportunity when it comes to the playoffs here. Right now, though, Turtle's going to be up first one of the game, and TLPH looks like they might just go for it.
Okay, this is what the panel was saying, that the
ST!
aggressive junglers will go for the turtle early on as SDZYZ steals that away from TLPH. And going back to your point, Nice, okay, given the situation for both of these teams,
SD Riz.
being their last game and for TLPH still eyeing for that second upper bracket spot, who do you think has more pressure right now? Is it TLPH?
Was SD the jungler in the beginning of the season? I feel like he wasn't.
Here meets TLPH.
TLPH for sure. I mean, TNC can more so just be on the whims of, yeah, we don't have anything to lose. Let's just go ahead and play our best without any of that pressure, really. And I would almost think that even TLPH, SD, whoa,
Oh,
SDVYZ!
SD Riz!
The damage of the Hayabusa.
That's what I
early
thought.
on
I was like, I feel
still.
like I didn't see SD in the beginning of the
Already
season.
The Earth Shatter Flicker combination might be able to get bursted down here, but Carl TZ,
Oh!
one more outplay, but Hatred stays alive.
Hatred still gets away.
Heads brings him
Bro,
down.
TNC!
wow, okay. And they look
TNC!
Okay, here comes the aggression of the
TNC!
Diamond Force plus a beautiful pickup once again from Escalera. And just like that, Escalera playing out of
like
his
he's got
mind
nothing
right
to lose.
now.
He's got nothing to lose.
The no pressure Phoenix Army. This is the buff. This is what you want. Again, though, there's still certain pressure for TNC because just like what Innocent said, his message for his former team is that this is a huge game for them to have momentum coming into Season 15. So that's what TNC is looking forward to right now. A complete, restart early. It's good to restart towards the end of the season compared to the start of the season coming into Season 15.
The way I always look at it is, we're still quite a ways from Season 15, so there's still a lot of time and a lot of things can happen there. So really it's just, go out with a bang, get that win if you can. SD again.
Just look at SDZYZ. Really
ST Riz.
Escalera, I mean, any of these guys, too, they just play their best game and hope for the best here. Now, really, for the fight for the second turtle, they're starting it up.
Just look at Heads zoning out 4 members with the Glorious Pathway along with Escalera. SDZYZ, he doesn't have his ultimate though, but the AOG coming in from Sanford will be casted as they try to regroup and get this turtle away from the Phoenix Army. Here comes the Primal Wrath from Escalera working on Sanford. Coming into stuns, look at Carl TZ with enhanced chains, plus the crossbow of Tank coming in from Benny Cutie, shutting down Heads and Escalera.
And that's exactly why
Turtle goes to TLPH.
When you say Julian, a lot of people
And the turbos change, goes in, no?
It is one of the heroes that he loves to play, and you just
Able to get tower.
You see the amount of damage that Julian can pop out, especially early on. He also picks up the wings here. So objective and a whole lot taken there for TLPH, but TNC will still
Almost 1,000 gold lead though over to Kuzin.
that they have, and still they can actually control this portion.
800.
That has been the story of TNC.
A little
That's what I'm
less.
saying, if you're looking at one of your last games for the regular season and you're not going to the playoffs, then just showcase your skills as they try to make a play down here.
Okay, Escalera.
Oh. Oh. Sanford in trouble, bro.
Pop his AOG to escape, but look at Carl TZ goes in right after Escalera. He's not going to continue it though. And a huge escape from Sanford.
Okay, able to disengage. Great Avatar of the Guardian out of there to stay alive, of course, from Sanford. And that's the thing. Like I was saying, TNC is known for this early game power, the way they like to build momentum and play off of it. It's always just going back to the fact is, you get to this point, have you refined that version of the transition from early to mid to late? That's where I think all the fans of TNC really want to be able to witness, that they have just this solid game as a whole because they've obviously got the early game down. Oh, Heads.
Here comes the hunt coming in from the cavalry, looking at the stuns.
Ooh, Heads though. So much health, bro. Hylos is so tanky.
Catches him with 1 kill there. And just like that,
Like 3 ults on Heads.
on the other hand, was able to take a turret up top.
Yeah, they got to push at least up top. It looks like, they're aiming here even in the mid lane. They want to be able to claim this last turtle of the game, the third one here, as it's 1-for-1 for objectives. So, but with this lineup, like
Heads coming in, they may be able to really claim this, honestly.
even the Edith in the beginning of the regular season was such a hot pick just because of the fact that you can find so many setup potentials, for the team, whether you had Flicker or not. But they're actually just forced off the turtle right now as they wait for SD to go ahead and grab his orange buff and get in position here.
Yeah, can I just commend Hatred? Hatred has been doing a phenomenal job with his Curse Blast.
With the conceal play.
Always catching 3 from TLP.
Carl TZ looking for angles.
TNC starts things off with the turtle. Your Sanford trying to survey the scene. Hunt's Heads.
Oh,
here comes JP with a flicker and Divine Judgment, but they want to counter out AOG onto the back line. They're going to catch someone. Escalera has to walk away. Casts his Primal Wrath as well. JP and Carl TZ are low, but look at Benny Cutie with the crossbow attack on Cozen. Still no casualty yet except for Sanford. And this
TNC.
opening TNC is looking for.
Sanford went deep. He went in with the
They said, nah, Benny's going to go take bottom tower.
But ultimately, they're still taking this turtle.
Look at this. Just heads. Popping is revitalized, unbothered by the damage. Here comes SDCYZ with a weaky shadow kill up against 3.
Nice, killing a Sanji. Guzen goes in. Bro, TNC, who are they?
TZ as well. And this is the scariest version of TNC. Again, no pressure, dominating the early game up against the reigning champions of MPL.
SD Riz 4-0-2, bro.
They continue this. They could win the series. Unfortunately, it's their last series.
Yeah, you know, the way you have to look at it, like I said, is just showcasing their skills at this point, even because we've seen so many versions of even TNC throughout the course of the season. And, you know, they talked a little bit about the panel, how, you know, you've seen a more aggressive TNC, you've seen a more calculated TNC, but nonetheless, I would say, and maybe you agree with this as well, is TNC in general, their playstyle has been pretty aggressive. Like, they are a team that likes to take those risks, and, you know, sometimes it, not, it ends up falling out of their hands towards the later portion of the game, and that's where we're getting. You know, we're getting to that point where the Lord's going to be up here in about a minute, and they have a healthy lead. They're getting these turrets down across the map. They've got now the 2 down. They should have space to work around with. And even the way they played against the previous JP setup with the Divine Judgment from the Kaja, as long as they're pushing and pulling correctly in terms of the team fight, then that's fine. But look at this Escalera too. Once again, a lot of the times with the conceal off of heads.
Beautiful cast of the glorious.
Onward.
Cut off the exit plan of TOPH, but TNC though.
Oh, that was a lot of ults. LG. Heads down. SD Riz comes in, picks up Sanford. Benny. Oh! Oh!
To bring down Benny Cutie, handing him his first death. Now
SD Riz. SD Riz.
Here comes Hatred though, but a quad shadow out for SDZYZ. And TNC is going to pick up 3 kills.
Good pickups there from TNC, and perfect timing in leading into the first Lord. So now once again, with a great lead that they have, they should be able to go ahead and convert some of this. Possibly the objective as well as they make their way after the reset. But TLPH will do what they can. You know, Sanji's nearly up as well. They might just try to delay this. JP doesn't have the Divine Judgment or the Flicker just yet, but they're trying to get a position.
Okay, Heads goes in for the Glorious Pathway. Tries to zone. JP's going to get bursted down by SDCYZ. A 6-0 to KDA for this Hayabusa as they get an uncontested Lord.
Yeah, SD at this point. I mean, how many times, man, have we seen a Hayabusa picked up and then just snowball out of control?
A lot of times. Too many to count.
Quite a few times.
Oh, Sanford gets bopped and thrown.
As they try to work on the mid lane turret. And the TNC just really establishing a huge gold lead here. 5K.
Bro, Hylos' stun is the most ridiculous looking skill. Like, if you think about it, he's literally just like, burp, and you're stunned. Like, he doesn't even like slam the axe down. He just pokes you. It's just like, beep, and you're stunned.
He's not going to risk it. Even with the lead that he has and the snowball that he has, man, he's like, you know what? Not worth it yet. We still have the Lord making its way up top. Teams following through. You can see, you know, like you mentioned, he's got Hunter Strike. He had the Sea Halberd as well. He's got Malefic Roar. And that seems to be plenty already. So even when he picks up the next items, he's going to do a lot more. Now, TLPH, if they're able to shut TNC down, even if it's just SD, then that's going to be a lot of gold in the right hands here.
Okay, we might see another 1v1 jungle action down bottom as Carl TC tries to delay the minions onto the bottom lane. Okay, here comes SDCYZ. Okay, they're going to sandwich Carl TC. Escalera still has his onward shatter, but manages to escape. Catches Carl TC once again, paired up with the Glorious Pathway coming in from Heads. As they bring down the young goat, and all the holy shields of TLPH will be popped. Look at the weak.
Bro, SD Riz.
Forcing Sanji to use a Primal Wrath and the Revitalize from Sanford.
Bro, did this guy just come into my chat and say Deku is better written than Luffy?
Yeah, I mean, they got the tier 2s down. They got the holy shields as well. They haven't gotten any base turrets just yet, but they still could push in. Escalera can seal again.
No, at this point, even if JP manages to pull someone there, but a beautiful taunt coming in from Sanford. Here comes the counterattack once again, forcing out Heads with the Glorious Pathway. They tried to go for an inhibitor. Oh, wait, the counterattack of the cavalry sets their eyes on Kozin, but flickers out as well. 2 flickers have been expended. That was an initiation wasted. Here comes the AOG counter, though, coming in from Sanford. Benecuti managing to free hit every single member of TNC as they shut down Koza in exchange for Sanford. Benecuti casts the crossbow of Tang, but a Winter Crown play coming in from Hezbollah to revitalize. He still will fall
2 for 3, 2 for 3.
A 3-for-2 trade, and as STZYZ goes in with the Awigi shadow kill. Might be too deep.
Oh, SD Riz.
Still remains alive.
Trucker Nick.
I'm surprised Sanji was
What's up,
able
bro?
to survive that. I was looking to see if he'd get taken off, and that's the thing. SD, like we said, he's got the items, he's got the damage, but given the whole fact that TLPH is actually down 6,000 gold, I'm surprised they had that good of a fight against TNC. And, you know, part of it, too, I know we're going to take a look here at the replay brought to us by Infinix. Look at this. AOG in, gets a taunt off of the Unbreakable. SD still
Doing all right, bro. I'm doing all right.
goes in the backside, gets a couple shots off. But the whole time, too, Sanji and Benecuti, for the most part, are fine. The winner's crown also mitigated some of that damage from the cross.
Come on, TNC.
Okay, here comes the catch.
Put a win on the board. Sanford down. Benecuti with a ratatata. SD Riz. Find Sanji.
Carl TZ manages to escape. That's going to be a 2-for-1 trade again. TNC wins that clash.
Oh man, they are winning these fights, but they're still kind of not sure if they want to take the Lord. They want to put pressure on the team fight even further, even though there's too many.
I mean, we saw Belleric last night.
Still won't pull the go.
Saw Belly Boy last night get picked.
The fact that even with this lineup, TLPH could get a potential pickoff, and if Benecuti has a good crossbow of Tang that isn't stopped or.
Bro, but anyways, Deku and Luffy are two completely different types of characters. You can't compare you can't compare them as fucking protagonists.
It's going to be a 5-on-5 for the second Lord. Okay, JP needs to get a good catch here to activate Benecuti's crossbow of Tang and set up a play for TLPH.
That's what they got to do, but it's going to go for a reset for now. Like I said, TNC will go ahead and play this.
And also, like,
more passive way.
Deku's character also doesn't, like, whenever he goes all rogue, bro.
We know some Winter Crowns and Immortalities were also picked up in exchange. And even more, some of the
It's all too rushed, man. MHA was just all too rushed. They also had the biggest whiff in freaking... You know what else? They had the biggest whiff ever, bro. Mirio. Mirio was the biggest character whiff in fucking history of anime, bro. He was so cool. Lemillion, he was such a great character, bro. He loses powers, and they set us up for this, like, oh, Lemillion's gonna have some crazy comeback, and it's gonna be so cool. Oh, hold on, TNC. Hold on, TNC.
But Sanji has his own as well. Sanford goes in for the taunt onto Escalera. A counter-attack might in 2 here for TLPH as JP uses the conceal. They're going to try and get a pick-off.
Oh, Eternal Guardian. AOG comes in. JP low. Immortality pops. Head still up, though. Taking shots. Sanford down.
Popping the crossbow of Tang as they bring down Sanford. And this is finally the open.
But yeah, man, it just feels like...
That's what we were talking about. Damage profile is insane.
MHA may have had direction.
Does that, they get the objective off of that. And it looked like, there was
and then, I don't know, man.
But unfortunately, they
exactly, bro came back just so Shigaraki could whoop the big 3. Like, what the fuck? That's what I was gonna say. Like, what?
They were up on the front side, but then it forces an avatar.
This dude was literally supposed to be one of the most hyped heroes. They hyped this man up so much, and we all loved him. And they made us cry when he lost his powers, just to have him come back and get whooped. Have him get 3 pages of screen time.
Not the cursed blast, the deathly grasp.
There was just some decisions that didn't make sense in MHA, bro.
It did connect to Escalera, but he wasn't able to dash out and serve it up to Benecuti because of that deathly grasp. So huge play from TNC.
Like, Deku's whole beginning arc is trying to get his class to be friends and Kachan not to be a solo. And then Deku just decides, the pressure's too much. I'm going to go rogue and go solo.
Down bottom, it's going to be a huge defense needed coming in from TLPH.
Okay, right now they still got to deal with the Lord, holding it together. Sanji going to use that primal wrap that he took as well from Escalera. So right now they're just going to clear the waves, hold on to what they can. They're going to lose all base turrets though. So TNC now making the choice. Do they want to push this one in? Do they want to force a fight?
Okay, they have minions coming, approaching onto the top lane. Sanji, though, here comes Heads with a Glorious Pathway as well as Escalera.
I haven't watched the ending yet, bro. I haven't watched the ending yet.
They might be able to bring down Sanford, but Sanford remains alive, and TLPH, although they lost all their inhibitor turrets, the game's still not over. All 5 members are still alive.
Deku doesn't really go rogue, but when he goes like solo,
Hey, when I said it earlier in the game, man,
you know, like when he goes like when he starts using his, like when he goes, he gets all like the tattered clothes on and looks all cool and shit. And his classmates are like, Deku, come back.
right? Because I'm not sure if TLPH will even give them.
He's like, my mission is too dangerous. I can't put my friends in danger.
And a Hail Mary play with this lineup is literally JP. Like it's all on JP.
Or Sanford, literally a Hail Mary throw with AOG.
You know, Sanford could be the one, but it's so much better if you use the Avatar of the Guardian after the fact that there's already chaos breaking out, because
And it's like literally Deku's whole character is like trying to bring everyone together and like be a team. And like his whole fight with Kachan is like Kachan's like just like Bakugo just wants to be like, nah, I'm my own man, screw all you guys. And Kachan just wants him to be a part of them. But I mean, Deku just wants him to be a part of them. And then Deku decides to be like, you know what, actually, I'm going to go solo for a little bit. Didn't make any sense.
This team swept Falcons AP Brand in the grand finals last season. If someone can come back from this deficit, it could be.
Even though Bakugo was annoying as hell in the beginning, he actually probably... He probably had that. He was probably, yep. He probably had the best character development out of the whole show.
We're given how things have gone, TLPH, you can't just assume they're going to lose a full-on fight. Now, again, Escalera can be the one to start things up. Heads has been the forefront a lot of the times for TNC.
All Might is a way better dad than, and All Might. All Might had a really good. All Might's character was actually really good too.
Very quickly, right? Just even at this point.
The problem with MHA is they went way too wide, way too fast. You had all these cool characters in a classroom, and you didn't focus on any of them, bro. You spent multiple chapters constantly picking new characters to focus on, so we never got good character development on any of the characters that we were first introduced to.
Cast his Primal Wrath, but here comes Hatred trying to zone out the members of TLPH. AOG gonna connect onto Core, but they're gonna bring down Carl Teasy. Here comes the damage output of TLPH. Benny Cutie trying to work on Heads with a Revitalize as Sanford falls down. Sanji as well. JP's immortality will be popped. He's gonna fall down eventually. It's just Benny
I didn't watch
Cutie
JJK. I didn't read JJK's ending either.
And a wipeout for the Phoenix Army and a maniac for Kozen.
They just
See, bro, just got a dub. Can we talk about that?
Sanford falls down. Sanji as well. JP's immortality will be popped. He's going to fall down eventually. It's just Benny Cutie left against 5 and a wipeout for the Phoenix Army.
TLPH won't be enough. Game 1.
I believe the second Maniac Kozen. Earlier on, he did have with a Melissa. I remember that full barrage setup, and this time with a Harris against TLPH.
Again, great game there for TNC. Let's see what our panel has to say about this one. Guys, take it away.
My Hero Academia should have been a very... I think My Hero Academia would have been much better if they would have been like, listen, this is going to be like an 800 episode manga. I mean, 800 chapter manga. Go the long haul with it. It was a really cool world. They could have really spent their time building things up, had more arcs, like good arcs, had more villains before we got to the big bad evil guy. It was a cool world, a cool universe. They should have expanded on that, focused more on expanding on character development. I will say this though, Endeavor. We've been so my girl's been watching My Hero Academia, and she hates Endeavor, and it kind of clicks to me. I'm like, bro, Endeavor's literally like beat his kids and his wife and is like this horrible human being, but we all just like turn a blind eye because he's a badass hero. Like, and I get like, and yes, he like goes through this redemption arc, but At what point do we draw the line, right? Like, are we just gonna forget about the fact that like
SDZYZ. I mean, long shot as it is to compare him to Carl Deasy, but he showed Carl Deasy.
I completely forgot about the fact after he fought High End, I was like, nah, Endeavor's trying to be a good guy, man. He's trying to do the right thing.
So the equipment, all the kit to dodge the quad shadow, and you couldn't.
That's right. Bro, you're on the same map.
But let's be real, Endeavor's really not a good guy.
Didn't die. That's already statement enough, right? And I think obviously it was kind of lacking in some scenarios here for TLPH. Lots of times it was just a proactivity of TNC that's catching him off guard, like that one right there that you saw. I don't think they expected that to happen right
All
there.
I'm really saying is I feel like several characters had better, like, and when we think about it, multiple characters had better arcs than Deku did, bro. The whole Endeavor family thing going on was badass. There was some good stuff, bro.
We talked about this prior to the match starting. How Liquid
He was a dope-ass character. I think that's what made him a cool character, is he was so two-dimensional. And very rarely do you get a character only in the hero world, right? Because you have this guy who is a terrible person at home with family, but also saves millions of lives, right?
Like a fruit to fall from a tree that never really came.
Exactly.
You gotta knock it, then you gotta open your mouth.
I don't think that works. You break your teeth if you do that.
Cool.
But yeah, no.
No, it catch the falling fruit.
Good
Anyway,
comparison, though.
great
Good
comparison,
comparison
but-
because this is the equivalent of getting their teeth caved in.
they did.
A 7-24 against a team that has not won a single series all season long, and they've worked up to this. Again, you never really lose unless you learn. And
Texas Barney, what's up?
They probably learned a lot this season. Just coming in with so many variations, so many opponents. Again, always barely missing the mark. They got a lot of 1-2s, to be honest, right? In their series wins or series losses. And this time around, he came out on top in a pretty decisive fashion against the champs.
Yep. Highlight stats. all
We've
of them.
completely gone off kilter and are no longer even watching MPL. We're just talking about anime.
But you really had to
Why
watch
does this
the-
always happen, guys?
What SD did, damage dealt, damage taken. Again, heads, hands down, did amazing work. I think his high loss was one of the reasons why the dive-heavy comp of Liquid could not really do its thing.
That's right. Heads is like the guy that balances everything. If Heads falls, that's everything falling for TNC. It's gonna like a domino effect, right? But Heads didn't fall. There were so many times that he almost did, but he held on. That's how the rest of TNC, like, players like SDZYZ, players like Kozen, could do their jobs.
And he wasn't actually just there to be part of the fights. As you saw, his skill participation was just at 50%. As a linchpin, as an anchor XP lane player, you expect it to be much higher. Stats-wise, if you look at all of Season 14, it has to be higher. But the way Heads plays, again, even from week 1, they don't have any XP subs, so he's been there since the dawn of Season 14.
Yeah.
His playstyle is so versatile. Look at this. His damage taken. You're right, Rockhart. Even when he just almost dies, or even when he actually just exits the fight, he's already done his job.
That's right. He already created a zone, a safe space for his teammates to actually steamroll the opposition. This time around, it wasn't just straight up fighting. It was a steamroll in a lot of these scenarios where everyone would just jump in on one guy.
Which is almost as important as winning the fight. You deny your opponents their fight. So you block them out of what they want to do, and that already makes the 1-2 approach from Liquid all the more difficult. I'm looking at Heads, like trading a majority of his health for stopping JP, stopping Sanford, stopping Sanji. That's 3 out of 5 already, even if you die, which he rarely did. Even if you died, you're winning you're winning the fight for your team. So, again, hats off the Heads, hats off the TNC. This is amazing. Kozen did great. Now, let's talk about it. The elephant in the room, should I say the horse in the room?
The horse in the room,
What does
man.
Liquid do here? What did the Cavalry do wrong? Because I would argue that there was just maybe 1 or 2 things they could fix.
What? Like,
Number 1,
can you point one out? The biggest one.
they relied on the 1-2, the reactive plays, a little too much. The fact that maybe, sure, you have the Valentina over the Edith, you have the Kaja against the Haya, you have the 1-1 against the Haya. That's good. But
Bro, Fishman Island sucked.
Did not lead up to the big picture. So I'm guessing,
Except for the
step on the
princess.
clutch. I don't know if it takes Coach CJ or Coach Cyrus' directive to do that. Be more proactive. Don't think about
Bro,
how
Don
to
Don.
stop your opponent.
Let's watch the Don Don opening.
Your opponent, like draft-wise, start off pedal to the metal.
Straight up do your thing. I think that's exactly what it is. The one-man dud did seem a bit reactive, and it's a great.
The Don Don opening. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be lit, boys. I've only watched the beginning of this. Let's put it back. I'll turn it up for you guys. Andalon's gonna be fucking lit, bro. Perfect amount of wacky and cool, it really is. That's lit. Okay, listen. I saw a good question.
And the Burmese ghouls at M2 in Singapore. So
TREX, which has better villains, One Piece and Naruto?
So
Actually, really good question.
Carl Easy came into MPL first.
Or really good, I think, debate topic or whatever. I think you can't, it's hard to compare the two, right? Because Naruto's big thing on their villains were to make these villains that, like the Thanos type of villains, like the villains who truly believed what they were doing was the right thing. The type of villains who, you know, Naruto were like these villains that you can almost relate to. These villains that you have sympathy for, right? These villains that have this type of, you know, that's their goal, right? Those are the type of villains that Naruto brings in. These villains with backstories where you're like, oh man, like, he's actually kind of right. You're like quotable villains, right? To whereas
those are extremely long nails, though.
One Piece villains are the opposite side of the coin, I feel like. They're not as, they're more of like One Piece villains are, for me, it's more of like the Joker effect, right? Like villains that are okay with just chaos. And it kind of revolves around the idea of pirates and One Piece and just free spirits and wanting to do whatever you can, wanting to be able to do whatever you want. Like, that is the whole thing about One Piece, right? Like, being free and being able to do whatever you want out in the open sea, right? Like, that is the idea. And depending on how the character sees freedom for themselves, and some of the villains, the freedom for themselves is being able to just, like, look at Blackbeard. He just wants to be able to pillage and pirate and be a fucking bad pirate, right? So it's just a different, it's a very different type of villain motto, I think, in the two series.
Yeah, there's only
Nolan's pretty good.
There's only so few heroes you can bait out to make Coach Wolf think, yeah, they're not going for the Edith's Ask. That's, I think, step one.
That's probably.
Like, yeah, OP villains have their human sides, like, because they get some cool backstory that gives them a a little bit of sympathy, but their personalities in general,
Then again, we are in a
you
season
never
where
see that much human.
stuff are happening. That got gotcha first pick earlier, by the way.
I don't think
really
there-
blew my mind.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, but you know, it's really kind of unexpected. It's one of those curveballs.
Like, I mean, but they are still human. Like, they're still human.
So maybe that's the direction that
But it's not like they're not I don't know, like their mottos, like their reasons for being bad
But they'll end womp womp chip.
of course.
So again, you can still go off of that whole trade, the Edith and Zach.
aren't something of a sense of like, you know, it's a very
I don't
different,
think any junglers are getting banned out except for the Fanny.
Probably.
like Doffy's goal is just to
100% need the
have a bunch of money and blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the villains' goals are pretty fucking
Yeah,
They don't care.
yeah, probably.
basic villain goal, you know?
They're Fanny agnostic.
Yes,
Let's
that's
be
it.
real here.
That's the best way
I
to put it
think
right now. More classic junglers are
the
probably
villains of One Piece kind of win you more over with
pretty good.
Nolan Julian.
the
Nolan,
characters
pick it up.
themselves, not exactly their goals.
There's the Julian.
Okay, so
They
the
pick it up.
Edith, one of them's the Edith. Edith Val? Are
Edith
you that
Valentina.
bold? Are you that bold?
It's actually pretty safe to go for Edith Valentina here. Those
And I'm not saying I think both I like both villains in both series.
I'm assuming the lack of repositioning and the high loss from Heads last game was such a huge factor that it became the game plan. Liquid just wrapped their whole strat around
It's like
that.
the counter pick, to be honest.
Yeah. In the most aggressive way.
They made Carl TG's life hard with that Hylos.
Mm.
They made jungling with the Julian so difficult. That's why, you know what, TLPH picking it
Nacho
up
Crew
right
is
It
cool.
became personal, Carl.
Yeah,
They made it personal.
he took it personal.
Okay, so what's left here for
So,
TNT? Is
I think
should
one
maybe
of
they
the
could go Edith Val?
saddest backstories though
Is that worth
ever,
it?
That's
still to this day, or
pretty okay for me.
saddest backstory
I don't
ever,
feel
not
like it's a
Naruto,
good
man,
answer
not
to
a
me.
Naruto character. Saddest backstory I think
Yeah,
I've
they
read in a
don't do
manga
Just a Val, though.
has got to be our boy.
But it
Has got to be our fucking boy.
It
Why
does.
am I mind
Well,
blanking
as-
right now?
They don't care.
Paw
they don't care.
fruit.
There he goes.
They don't care.
There he goes.
Cyborg
Carl TZ
man.
on the Ling. Always a treat to watch here. But then again, we've seen games where the Ling just has a hard time against Cho. Any lineup that has a Cho just
Kuma,
saves the
bro.
way of the dragon for when Ling
Kuma
goes in.
backstory was
Both teams don't have a gold laner
heart
yet.
wrenching,
Right.
bro.
So they're gonna start
Kuma's
taking out
backstory
carries.
was
Yeah.
heart
Taking
wrenching.
out claws, they're taking
That
out,
is some of the
is
saddest
it-
several
is it
chapters I
Beatrix?
think
I'm hoping
I've
for
ever
Beatrix, to
read,
be
bro.
honest.
Maybe she's the only one who's gonna get left out.
Nathan is still open, but teams are starting to be a little bit more or less inclined to pick it up.
There's
So-
a 1-1.
Yeah,
That-
they're
I mean, that,
forcing
like-
this. They're
Okay,
forcing
respect.
the
And what makes it
basics,
even
they're
worse is,
forcing
like,
maybe the other gold
He's
laners
never
to
gonna really
Alice
get
is
redemption.
Not sure if they're happy to
Because
play Alice.
he's
I know
not
that he
really
has a
there
long history
anymore,
with
right?
Alice,
Like, and
but
yes,
way
they show
back,
that like he's
way
got
back here.
maybe still parts of his human
Those
left,
things I'm
and
hoping
he
I
left
can
some
see here
programming
with all these
left
gold
over
lane
to be
bans,
able
I
to
think
help
we're gonna
out
get
his.
it, Leo.
I don't want to
I mean,
spoil, but to be able to help
don't-
out his, you
Here's
know,
the
the
thing.
person.
Cozen,
But he's really not
played a Beatrix
there
all season
to
long?
witness
I don't think so.
Right?
what's
So,
going on right
if
now.
it doesn't get picked here for
Like, that has
for
got,
Liquid,
like,
then
it's-
he'd be stealing that. And now you wonder
Oof.
what's left for Benny. Do they ban the carry
That's a
here?
carry
Maybe it's
ban,
because I
right?
have a
Has
kid
right,
now
well,
too that it
Right,
hits even
well,
harder
you know,
for me.
come on. Just
Do it.
do it.
But
Do
like,
it, Kaisam.
Just do it.
Do it, Patrick.
like I
It's gonna
have a
force
daughter
it's
and
gonna
stuff.
force a
So
lot of
that,
really
but
crazy-
bro,
oh,
Kuma
you forgot the
backstory,
Lunox, of course.
Okay.
I think is one of the saddest
Carry?
backstories in all of
Yep.
fiction.
That's a ruby gold. Is that ruby gold though?
It could be because it's a
Could
Ling.
be.
So you can afford to do that. And now
Okay.
they're questioning. All right, you didn't expect that, did you, fellas?
A curveball once more, being thrown away at TNC.
They can carry still.
Yeah, carry sounds like the plan.
They
If
can
not
carry.
Beatrix.
And they're still looking for XP. Wait,
X-Spear.
Edith's still open.
Alice is pretty good.
Edith's still open.
Either for XP then or Rome.
For Rome.
TNC.
Oh, for XP, for XP.
That's a get
That's the Gatot and the carry. Okay.
All right.
So something to melt the high loss.
Already kind of expecting that. And the Angela for the roam.
Oh, what? Okay. I love it. There's so many targets for the Angela. So that's an XP lane, high loss, a gold lane Ruby, and a Rome Angela.
There you go.
Oh no, Rockart. The only thing that's worrying me here is it's still a 1-2.
Kind of the same scenario, right?
It's still, all right, set up for something and then go for the inevitable. But what if the something doesn't come up?
Look at the 0 counter index for both teams.
Because they don't really interact.
They don't really care that much.
But here's the thing. TNC, they're only really waiting for what Hatred gets. But that
Cho,
aside,
though.
it's so much easier for them to get a pick off.
Ruby's a good
And
counter
you're
Cho, but the
testing
thing is
JP's
Ruby's in
like,
the
how
off
fast can you
lane,
hard
so
guard that
won't be
JP? How fast?
heavily
Honestly, a
helpful
big
in
test
early
for
game,
either
right?
one of these players, right? So we're going to have to throw it over to Casters to give us a game for game number 2.
And welcome back to the desk here. It's me and Isu with Ingan. Bringing you game number 2.
I think Ace Death was definitely a little
Have a
more
pretty good,
surprising.
decisive game one against
I think the
TLPH.
reason
We'll
why
see if they
Ace
can do it
Death
again
maybe
this
didn't
time
hit me
around,
as
but
hard is
hey,
because the time I
drafts
got into One Piece,
are interesting here.
it was
Yeah, there's
already
not much
kind of
counters.
spoiled.
Maybe they don't interact
Jiraiya
too much,
Death
but
hit me
what
so
are we
hard
looking at
because
here?
I witnessed it
I'm not used
as a
to
younger
JP
being. Like I
rocking
witnessed
something
it
as fast
when
as
it
the
happened.
Angela.
And
We've seen JP
Jiraiya
always,
Death was definitely
most of the time
tough.
rock the
As a
Tigreal
young
with his
kid,
amazing implosion plays,
Yep.
but right now, well, what are we gonna say with JP? Goes in with a hard guard.
JP goes in with a hard guard. He's got a focus mark, you know?
Yeah.
Boom,
I
extra
didn't get the
damage.
full force of Ace
At
Death
that
because
point.
I already knew it was
But
going to happen.
So then again, you kind of, when you look at TLPH's lineup, you know, it's not so much of what JP is necessarily doing. Hold on, Escalera.
Want to get an early pick off here for Carl TZ. Onto Escalera, dodges it with a flicker.
I think Jiraiya Death was
Walk
tough
to the right,
too
flicker to the left. Escalera stays alive.
because it
So
was
he
the
stays
first
alive,
like
but, yeah, going back to it,
main
you know, JP,
character
he's-
death,
Yeah,
man.
it's going to be like, where does he go with the hard guard?
I'm
But
trying to
also
think, like
this with
Asuma
Sanford,
dying
you know,
wasn't, he
we've
wasn't
seen
really a
time and
main
time
character,
again
bro.
Whoa, that damage!
Ward,
Damage.
third
Popping, their
fourth,
vitalized
third
Sanford
Hokage
managed to Stay
dying.
alive. And you can hear the crowd
Oh,
really
sorry, guys.
screaming.
Sorry,
That was a
sorry.
good play from Sanford, though. And now TNC trying to match the aggression. Carl
Bro, it's
TZ
so
was
big. My
showing
bad,
down
my bad, my
bottom.
bad.
JP reinforces Sanford here with the love waves.
There we go.
And okay, so right now, JP gonna be defensive as possible, gonna be the second life of his frontliners. And the beauty of this lineup of TLPH, Sanford can just soak up the damage and
But yeah,
actually
Jiraiya dying
expect
was kind
Benny
of
to
like,
go
oh
for those
shit.
crowd controls, to goes for those I'm offended plays out of nowhere. So first, so Sanford and Benny QT can just interchange with what role they want to play.
Yeah, whoa, again.
Beautiful thought on
Sanford?
Sanford once again. Sanford, one
Oh.
more hit. Hatred flickers in to deliver the final
I
blow,
felt
and
like
Carl
where
TZ
Naruto
says,
kind
"Oh,
of failed
he was
is there
there."
probably
He had a
could
bench
have
voice, he was there,
been
he went
more
out, and now
significant
Escalera
deaths
tries to go for the purple
that
buff
were
to fade him.
reasonable.
Carl TZ tries to
Instead,
run
they
him out.
chose to kill
As he
fucking
tries to
what's his
burst on the
name
turtle, forcing out the tempos to place
retardedly.
even. Goes in with a 4 blades, but heads though as tanky as possible with the revitalize.
Yep, too tanky for that.
I hate to
has
say it,
the
but I've never
information,
read
too, on
Berserk.
What just happened with Carl TZ, so
I
he's
know,
gonna just
guys.
make a straight
I know.
line for the orange buff. Carl TZ gonna
Every
fight that
time
one.
someone brings up Berserk,
Okay, so right now
I have to be the
we're
asshole who
also
hasn't watched
depriving,
it.
Carl TZ of his
Oh.
orange buff. But might be able to escape here as Escalera goes in once again. He also uses the kick, the way of the dragon, as JP uses the hard guard onto Carl TZ.
I've read
Just look at the
I'm reading
aggression of
Dandadan
TZ trying to
Sejimaro.
match what they did during game number 1. Already
Bro, I
establishing
dropped my
a
manga. I
1.1K
dropped a manga review on
gold lead
Dandadan. Go
early
watch
on.
it,
Just
Sejimaro.
imagine if Escalera
There's spoilers
got
in it
picked
though,
off by
so you
Carl
might not
TZ
want to watch it.
during the
Earlier
1
on,
minute mark.
yeah.
This would be a different story for game
No,
number
I
3.
haven't read
It would be,
Berserk.
and
I
that's
know
why
I'm
every single
supposed to,
time
bro.
with
I
TNC,
know.
They do a relatively good job in the early game, and they're doing the same thing here. This is why, again, the Julian is such a great pick for a lot of these teams that like to play aggressive and early on. And, you know, typically when you see a Cho here, like, you're going to be like, all right, Escalera is going to do his thing. He's going to get pick-off potential and everything like that. But so far, everybody from TNC has really been playing the part in the early game, even with
Esajamaru.
for example, depending
Listen,
on
bro.
what he takes. They're trying to make a play here again. On
We
Sanford.
coined the name. I coined the name Machine Gun Kelra. When that name
Reinforcements
pops
from
off,
TLC.
you just
Even
remember who
Sanji
said it
enters the
first.
frame as they try to work on heads,
We
but
were
the
talking about it
revitalizer
earlier in
looking at
stream
TNC.
during some
Outsustaining
games.
the damage, might be able to bring
Machine
down
Gun
Sanford, but
Kelra,
Sanford brings down
MGK.
SDZYZ
Love waves.
first as he manages to
I coined it
escape
first.
with the assistance of the love waves from Daddy JP.
Hey, that's
So when
as
Keller
clutch
goes
as
to
it gets when you play an
M6,
Angela, man. You might not be making
and he
huge
starts
bets,
getting
but I'll
called
tell you
Machine
what,
Gun
you
Kelra,
get
just
clutch love
remember.
waves.
Clutch love waves is what Sanford needed to deliver that outplay, and heads-up play as well for Carl Teasy along with JP to reinforce Sanford there down to the bottom lane. That was a good initiation
was me.
from TNC. But again, the panel mentioned this, even you. How fast can JP react with a hero as passive as an Angela? And so far, he's making it work. Again, clutch love waves to save Sanford.
Yeah, so with this objectives
All right, TNC, boys.
drop down the pathway to cut
Go
him off.
out in a
Those two
blazing
pathways
glory.
have been placed down here.
Crossroads.
Crossroads and Carl Teasy. Look at JP just really waiting for the perfect
Diversion.
opportunity to cast a hard
Sanji
guard.
Sanford to the
He did
backside,
that.
right on top of Kuzin.
Diversion
Kuzin brought
onto
down
the
half health,
backline.
instantly shredded.
Manages to find Kuzin.
Able to
Kuzin
just
has
get
to
away.
walk
That's
though, and
huge.
here
Kuzin
comes
not
the
down.
Clash. Tempest of Blades coming in from Carl Teasy as he brings down heads. And a counterattack for TOPH as they try to work on the turtle. Escalera still in the picture.
JP did it.
TOPH
Stop,
looks
bro.
like
He's going to have to change
this
his name.
will be a clean turtle take. Oh,
JP
Hobbit on a
Diddler.
string, putting Escalera
Diddler.
in between the 5 members of TOPH. He's going to fall down.
Wow. So just in that little instance, TLPH gets quite a bit through that. They also get the turtle. They get the objective secured, and this is where you kind of see them playing around the fact that you have Sanford here on this Hylos. The power of the Revitalize being used too. Look at this. They're just throwing that down. Whoa, they're actually gonna set them.
I thought it was a fake diversion, but they really want to go right after Kozin.
Oh, Kozin
The
still gets a kill, though.
magic
That's
trade
huge.
for JP as well.
I mean, he only
1 for
takes
1.
out
Here
JP,
comes
but
Tempest of Blades
still.
coming in from Carl Teasy.
At least he gets a
Picks off
kill.
Escalera once again. Benny Cutie managing to find SDZYZ. SDZYZ comes in with a stun.
SD Riz.
The clash will stop. But that was
Come
a
on,
decisive
TNC.
diversion play from the whole squad.
Come on,
of
TNC. Listen,
Guys, please do not
we all
try
know
that
I'm a
in your ranked game.
TLPH
It's
fan, but
probably
they're
not
already
gonna
going to
work. It's gonna take a
playoffs.
certain amount of
TNC needs a
coordination
dub on the book,
to
bro.
drop that down, but what
They
a
need a dub
play
on the
from
book, bro.
TLPH, utilizing exactly that kind of surprise factor with the lineup that they get
The
here.
whole
And,
world
mind you,
saying,
too,
"Come
that's part
on,
of the fact why,
TNC.
Benny Cutie picking up the
Send them
Ruby
your
here
energy, guys.
plays a part in all this because sometimes you
Bring
don't
on
have
that
to,
spirit
You
bomb.
don't have to worry too much if you're Benny Cutie. You just go and try to get a pole in and let the rest of the team cap off on that pole.
Yeah.
And right now, all that's happened in the past couple minutes, TNC has lost that lead they built up.
Yeah, again, Carl DC rocking a Ling with a Warcry, and Sanji as well with lethal ignition. So in terms of damage, they're not going to lag, but here comes again the aggression of the cavalry, bringing down Kozin in heads. Wants to work on Escalera here as Hatred tries to survey the scene. Again, TLPH only losing Sanford in exchange for an XP laner, and the gold laner is SDZYZ will try and trade for a bottom lane
SD
turret.
Riz.
All right, SD gets the turret.
I would not call him
Right now, TLPH
SDZYZ.
is just like, you can't stop
SD
them
Riz, bro.
where they decide to go with a diversion. That's always the upper hand that Aloy brings to the table.
SD
And so
Easies.
TNC is kind of just in a
No,
position
bro.
where like, we got to scrap and find out what we can, and then hope that we're actually prepared
It's SD
for
Riz,
this
bro.
rush from TLPH wherever the diversion is. Escalera going to try to find something with the conceal. Won't be able to find Benny Cutie or JP earlier on. Turtle's still up, though, and also Carl Teasy still going to make his way once he gets this purple buff locked down. So right now, the stare-off, the standoff for the last turtle of the game.
I like how what Sanji did, just sending
Dun
a
dun
Carl
dun
TC to the
dun
bottom
dun
lane,
dun dun
ensuring
dun
that he's
dun
gonna
dun
clear the
dun
minions
dun
and get
dun
this
dun.
purple. Ling is a really mobile hero, but paired up with the Louis makes him more mobile, agile, and right on time for this potential at the last turtle
Dun dun
clash.
dun 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 dun
Hides in the
dun
brush
dun
here,
dun.
wanting to go for the proper
They'll leave it on
target.
gold.
Sanford
Last turtle.
zoning out the members of
SD
TNC
Riz
as
making his way
TNC
around the
works on
backside,
turtle. JP
looking for a way in, waiting
has
for the
hard
quick
guard
dash.
ready to Carl
Nice taunt
Teasy,
comes
and
onto
here
Carl
comes the
Teasy.
taunt
Carl
coming in
Teasy
from
trying to make his way
Tempest
back,
of
and
Blades
SD
coming
Riz
from Carl
steals the
Teasy.
turtle.
As he tries to bring down heads, he will do it successfully. He goes right after Kozin, but look at Escalera
Turtle, gonna be
catching
started on
Carl
Undead
Teasy
Unlock.
with the way of the dragon.
so
Here comes the
slept
counterattack
on.
coming in from TLPH. A pull coming in from TNC. They're going to manage to bring down Benny Cutie. But
For me, it's one of the best modern mangas.
A double kill.
Kuzan!
From Carl TNC.
Kuzan! SD Riz! SD Riz! Rizzler in the house! Jumping on to Sanji!
A jungler.
Punch him in the mouth!
Sanji.
SD Riz! Riz him in the house! Jumping on to Sanji! Punch him in the mouth!
Shutdown and a mega kill.
Yeah, there's nowhere that Sanji should win that 1v1 against the Julian, so SD makes sure it doesn't happen. He goes and cleans house and puts TNC back in the driver's seat for this game. They also, before all that broke out, SD was the one that got the turtle too, so that's all great for them. And take a look at the items here.
baby.
They are falling into place. Some key items. He does have that Holy Crystal and the Feather of Heaven already, so that's the thing. He's got good damage. Meanwhile, on the other side, we saw Kozin, fight under the turret. Part of this, again, mind you, we just have to state the obvious. TLPH has taken a lot of chances. They're utilizing the fact that they have a diversion, and they're playing pretty darn aggressive, I would say, right? In a lot of situations where they're not, they're kind of just full sending everything at this part of the game because of the fact that, they just want to go and fight and push TNC to the limit here. There it is again, diversion.
Full send. The map is quiet as TLPH
no one's there.
Tries to go for a pick-off here, wanting to go for a pick-off. And I really need to see an instant replay of the clash up top because I honestly don't know what happened. It was a huge clash, a lot of isolated fights. But one thing for sure is TNC got the win. Again, as you mentioned, they got the turtle plus
Okay,
a
bro.
wipeout onto TLPH. And now this is where things will get
TNC on that
interesting.
ain't
How
no
will
worries
TLPH
mode.
use the
Ain't
diversion
no
this time?
worries
The Lord
for
has
the
already
rest of
responded.
the
Well,
season.
this objective is up.
It's a
TLPH
Harlem
and
free
TNC gonna get in position for it. Really, it's just-
philosophy.
the biggest thing for TNC is just playing around the diversion, making sure that they don't get caught
113.
out from wherever TLPH
112.
decides to go, and that's why it's also so important for Escalera and even Heads to an extent.
Doesn't matter
of
if they choke
scouting
anymore,
out
bro.
the area,
Doesn't
right?
matter if they
Scouting
win.
things
Doesn't matter
out
if they
because
lose.
Meanwhile, this whole thing too, Carl Tizzy's not really going to show up to this fight.
They got
right
that,
away. He's going to push
the Ohio
side lane,
brothers
he's gonna
versus
grab the buff while he
homeboys.
can, and let TNC start it up, and then they join the fight.
M5 vibe.
So really, it
or
should
M6
be up to
vibe.
TNC's
M5 vibe.
momentum on
Group
this fight,
stage.
or their pacing, if you will.
They're out
to start
already.
This up. There's
But
diversion.
But they're gonna take you
Go for a
down
reset
with
here.
them.
Oh!
Benny
it's gonna
whiffed!
miss, though. Time offended flicker
Benny
play.
Whiff put this man
Plus the
back on a
Glorious Backway.
marksman.
This might be the crucial opening that TNC is waiting for. As CLPH tries to maneuver out and make something out of that mishap. Again, TNC Escalera, though, he has the pressure to make sure to save
Look
the
at Carl
kick.
Teasy.
The way of the dragon for Carl Teasy.
Heart
They
guard
still have the
reset.
heart guard, so they can contest for this Lord. TNC still hasn't full committed yet. Benny QT, those I'm offended play has a fast cooldown, so it's now active.
Reset, though.
Okay, now a hard reset, for both
reset,
of these
though?
teams, and again a diversion play.
Yep,
TLPH.
goes-
Diversion
goes
play.
for the reset.
To the bush. Benny.
Benny, you're going to have to
Sent
get a
in
little bit
once
closer.
again.
Right now, they're going to start it up, hold it up here. TNC still on the play, though, too. They can still respond to this. Again, one of the minor advantages are that they also hold on to that tier 1 turret in the mid lane, so they have a little more space to work
SD
with
Riz, you got this, bro.
against TLPH.
Pull
since
up.
That one is down.
Pull
but
up.
It's nonetheless, it's all just, again, this diversion. Whenever Sanji has it available, TNC keeps her head on a swivel. Escalera will use the conceal, spot things out, scout things out. They might want to just make this play here, but right now, neither team committing a good wave, pushing up top. That JP has to go ahead and answer, but still the stalemate between the two teams.
Okay, there's another reset. And the beauty of the lineup of TLPH, having JP, but look at Escalera. Okay, commits the kick onto Sanford. They're not going to burst him down, though, as Carl Teasy goes
That was a
after
bad
the
kick,
backline.
Escalera.
Wanting
That was a
to go
bad
for
kick,
hatred.
bro.
He's going to burst him down, plus the hard guard coming in from JP was so clutch. Here comes the heads with the revitalize, but they're working on
Oh,
Escalera,
God.
punishing the Phoenix Army as they bring down two. TLPH wins that clash.
Only a
Right
1K
now,
gold
they
lead
could
now.
possibly
Now it's a
still
tie
look
game.
For more, but they might just take the lure off
1.5K
of that.
actually, my bad.
So we'll see. SD waiting on the side, waiting on the whims.
Diversion,
gonna
diversion,
use.
diversion.
Oh,
SD Riz. SD Riz.
Okay, here comes
SD
the catch
Riz.
of TLPH, but SD
Well played.
manages to escape, though, as TLPH tries to work on the Lord. Look at the damage coming in from
Kozin!
Kozin. Sanford might
Well
fall down
played,
here in
bro.
the hands of Kozin. A counterattack from Phoenix Army is possible, but SDZYZ instead resulted to going home as Carl TZ gets the Lord, might get a pick off on 2 heads, but manages to escape with AOJ. Carl TZ chases right after him. Plus again, the clutch heart guard coming in from JP. Benny Cutie with a catch onto Escalera. And TL Ph got the kill and the Lord.
TL Ph, you can play pretty confidently and aggressively when you know you have a Angela on your team, especially like we're seeing here from Carl TZ. Really locked in on trying to find some of these pickoffs if he can. They got the Lord, so they're going to be pushing with this diversion again. SD.
Oh, round 2, but SDZYZ knows that there's a catch. But the stun coming in from Sanford is enough to burst him down. And here comes the TPs
SD
from
Riz
the
down.
cavalry. They still
The
have
Rizzler
Lord
is
up
down,
top,
bro.
so TNC needs to defend this push.
They're going to have to defend it. Down SD. Still have to deal with the Lord as well. And right now, they're just trying to get a window to work around. They're going to have to do their best to hold on to even the base turrets at this point. They still have Escalera. They still have heads, possibly to find a pickoff for something. But right now, it's just a full force and a very tanky front line even from TLPH as the top turret finally goes down.
TLPH stampedes through the top lane base turret as they try to work on the middle lane turret as well here. TNC gonna manage to burst down the Lord. And again, it's gonna be a waiting game for game number 2. TLPH might just wait for the next Lord, or if they do pull off a pickoff, especially with Sanji's diversion, they can end this even before getting the Lord.
Well, with a nice lead, TLPH still waves pushing in too. I wouldn't be surprised if they at least try to get the rest of the turrets down, even without waiting for the Lord here. They still have a minute away. Wave still pushing in, but right now TNC, even on the defense, if you look at the lineup that they have, and also depending on what Hadrid takes for the ultimate, which right now he's holding on to Benny Cuties, I'm offended, they can actually have a good defense. They can turn this around.
Okay.
It's not too out of hands for TNC.
Definitely not
It looks
over.
like they'll still hold on to 2
They still
turrets.
got a
You can
carry.
already see too, the way that they're
Still
farming
lots
up.
of possibilities.
Eventually is gonna
Sorry,
be,
zoned out for a second,
part of
guys.
that plan for TNC.
I zoned
the
out.
amount of damage you could do, obviously, to Sanford, but part of the hard part about it is the positioning.
Yeah.
You know, and that's because when you're playing against an Angeline combo, you just know that
They're gonna go for it.
they're just going to go for it. They're
Yeah.
going to jump to the backside and force you to basically retreat. And on top of it, you're slowed down by a glorious pathway, or being grabbed or cut off with a diversion. So there's so many boxes that TNC has to worry about when it comes to actually counter fighting into what TLPH throws at them.
Yeah, can I just come in, JP?
Yes, you can.
With how
The problem
this
is like
has been playing
TNC, so many of their heroes are like long
just one.
backline divers.
9 kills coming in from
So
TNC,
like who
making
sticks around
sure
for
that
Kuzin,
Jungler,
right? Who peels
main
for
source of
Kuzin?
damage,
Who protects
will in fact
Kuzin from
stay
Call
alive all
TZ?
throughout even the extended
If Heads and Cho
clashes.
are
So a good,
all the way in
good play
the
here coming
back
from JP.
lines.
And again, the luxury of having an Angela is it can split push and be at the and be on the clash at the same
Heads
time.
have to kind of
like support.
look how far back Kuzin is just because he
Only see
knows how
Moscow so
dangerous it
much
is.
Just staying in the sideline, but here it is, diversion.
Okay, diversion onto the backline. It's gonna be Benny and Sanji. They're gonna catch
Riz,
that
you were
on
standing there, bro. What the
And
fuck?
all of a sudden, it took them 1 second to bring down the jungler of the Phoenix Army. Here comes the attack coming in from
You
Carl
never
TZ, but
stop
the
moving your
discipline
joystick, bro.
of the
Never.
champions will
Benny.
ensue here.
My guy was just
Got it that time.
standing there, bro.
Benny goes in, gets
Never
the pull
stop
right on the
moving
target
that
and looks for
joystick,
its
bro.
SD, which just, as soon as he's gone, that's
You
an
always small
automatic
toggle,
Lord.
bro.
Man's a
Always-
TLPH, so TNC will have SD back up by the time they actually have to defend with this.
My
Lord
man
clutch
lifted
right now
his
for
thumb
TLPH,
up,
but,
bro.
as we're seeing it, they have to almost pull off a perfect team fight in order for this game not to go in the hands of TLPH right now. And really, that's even for Heads, like if he's able to get a great Avatar of the Guardian ultimate down and gets the right taunts off, but they're going to try to hold on here.
Okay, Sanford goes in with a
My
glorious
man
pathway,
stepped
trying to
out
go
of the
down
bush
Escalera
and
as
just
they work
stood
on the
there,
mid lane
bro.
turret. The Lord is up top. They're going to look for initiation coming in from Benny Cutie as JP tries to reserve the hard guard from Carl TZ. Here comes SDCYZ trying to zone out JP here as TNC manages to burst down the Lord and save their bottom lane inhibitor turret.
Yeah, they still got to be patient. SD did get a flicker out earlier from JP.
I mean, I get it. You
said
got
on
no
this
clue
spot
they're
right
there.
Now, this is one of the difficult parts for TLPH.
It just looked
They
really
don't have
bad.
a traditional gold lane to play at range here, so they have to kind of just force
Like, I
the fight.
get
They
it,
wanna
bro.
end it. And TNC knows
But
this,
damn,
so
bro.
I'm keeping my eye also on Escalero, where he's able to find a possible kick.
It just looked bad.
Under the turret again, Benny.
Oh, okay. I'm offended play is gonna miss there, but here
Is
comes the
Overlord?
counter.
I thought
Gonna
Overlord was just getting a
catch
movie.
Benny Cutie.
I'm
But the
very
control
hyped
KZ
that
onto the
Overlord's
back line,
getting
plus the
something.
hard guard.
But I saw the
Ben's gonna fall
movie
down, but
trailer. I didn't know they
Carl
were
CZ
getting a
is gonna work on
season.
SCCYZ. They still have Minion trying to work on the
I
bottom
hope they
lane
get a
turret.
season.
Carl
I hope
CZ and
Overlord
JP
gets a
is still
season.
alive, but on the other
I
hand,
fucking
at the
love
bottom
Overlord.
lane, there is a clash
One of my
between
favorite-
the two members' heads.
One of my
Going in
favorite
right after
isekais.
Sanford. He still has his immortality though, as Sanford
But yeah,
picks
you
up
kind of
skill
lose
on the
interest
lane
after it
switch.
takes
Here comes
fucking
JP as
20
well.
years for
Sanford's
an
immortality
episode to
will
come
be
out.
popped. Trying to
Burden.
work for Escalera. Glorious pathway. Gonna try
Oh!
and catch
Oh!
Sanji this
That was
time.
so
Goes
dirty,
for the
bro.
diversion onto the back line.
That was
and just
rude, bro.
SCCYZ
What the
left,
hell
and
was
JP
that,
goes
bro?
in with the heart guard.
That
Game
was
number
rude.
3 for TLPH.
Team Liquid Philippines.
That was rude,
Done it a
bro.
little sooner, but they go the extended route, the long version, and they go and take us to a game 3 here. What a lineup they brought to game 2. We saw it, the diversion.
That was
time and time
uncalled
again,
for,
whether
bro.
it was Sanji or whether they were sending the whole squad or Benny to try to get a pull. The LPH did it in a very fun way, I would say. So we're going to a game 3, but first we're going to throw it over to the panel to break down this great game 2.
If there ever was a game or a word to describe that one, it's fun. Oh my goodness, Sanji went crazy in that one. I will not be surprised if he's MVP
Early
here.
bird tickets
The
for
first time or the
M6
second
sold
time?
out, bro.
All of them.
All of the time.
All the times, man. Oh my goodness, that was no other way around it. They control the map from minute 1.
Oh, there he is.
And there you go, the guy who loves to have fun. That's Sanji. He always catches the perfect time to do it. And yes, it was his birthday.
That's right.
Just on the nut.
100% kill participation.
Woo!
Every single kill Liquid got in game 2, he was part of. And I think him being the MVP is the perfect jumping off point to explain exactly what happened here in game 2, where Liquid forced the series into game 3. All right, number 1, they pick up the high loss, which is great, which allows for them to counteract what the Gatot, what the Cho, and what the Julian want to do for TNC. Right, we already saw that in game 1.
Of course.
Number 2 is Sanji, given that already winning position that the Hylos gets for you, allows for the rest of Liquid to reposition much like that and
so
catch
good.
TNC off angle when they're already dealing with a very dangerous angle that's already honest with the Glorious Pathway.
Yeah.
And lastly, we've seen it, what, twice or thrice? Wherein during Lord Takes or when it's lull moments, Sanji can send Benny Cutie out and try to go for a Hail Mary, I'm offended. Sometimes it would fail, but again, that's how far ahead Liquid is in theory and in practice, that they can fail and botch the approach and then do it again.
Yeah, they can afford to just keep sending the guy over because, to be honest, so hard to take out the gold lane Ruby, one of the reasons why you pick it up anyway. And look at this, Sanji going for the play, the ballsy play with the tower in
He
hand.
sent himself to finish the job.
So good.
Most sane Luis wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Especially underneath third.
Guys,
but this is
Eminem's gonna
Sanji
be a
we're talking
grandpa.
about, all
That's
right?
crazy.
This is the lone stallion.
man.
Only he alone can do this. And here's what it led to. 21 kills. He's seen all of them.
Yes, and that's saying something. That's a very hard-working mid laner you got there, and he's in each and every fight. And to be honest, the fights would really, really be bad if the Loyi was not present.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest, that Loyi was their major source of damage aside from Carl Keezy. Can't really expect too much out of the Ruby except.
Also, did you ever watch Irresponsible
Which is
Captain
another
Tyler?
impressive
No.
thing, is if TNC found Sanji more often than they did, it would have been over for Liquid. It would have been so difficult for them to recover. And luckily, not to say that they heeded my words.
I
but
forgot
they
what
heeded
it's
my
about
words. They
already.
were
Very
super
true.
aggressive to the point where, and again, Sanji's one death was wherein he was the only one left up top against SD. It's like, oh no, I'm the only one left. So the fact that it came to that means all in Liquid, all 5 of them, plus Zyda in the back, plus their coaches. they
Basically,
were like, just
TNC
give
is
them
stronger
hell.
when they have no
And
chance
I
to
think
play
that's
us.
where Liquid performed best.
We might have to
Where
call us soon,
sure you
guys.
can get
It's
to
late.
rebuild,
I got
sure
work
you
in the
can be
morning.
methodical, but at the end
We'll
of
do
the
the
day,
same
you
thing that
have
we
to
did
be
today
aggressive. Go
and
for
catch the
Liquid
rest of the
Stampede.
games tomorrow night.
And Liquid literally charged into this one.
Well, tomorrow we're
Not
casting.
just saying that because there's a high loss.
So I got to get some
Really
rest. I got a
charged in,
really
all
long
in.
day tomorrow.
Everyone, no skills.
Got to work, and then I have to cast for like 8 hours. So I will literally, from like 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., I will be nonstop. But I wanted to stream. I wanted to stop being a little bit. Tomorrow's NACT, yeah. And I cast Saturday and Sunday, so it's going to be a really long weekend for me, bro. Oh, not really a long rest. I'll have like 5 hours, 6 hours. Prediction? I think
you're
TNC
already
can do it,
confident.
bro.
You're Carl Teasy.
I think TNC can do
And
it.
add a hard guard to that one. Add an extra layer of protection. In those moments, especially in those moments where
TREX is out. TREX is dosing. Much love.